Hello everybody and welcome back to Sit Down Rolling. I'm your dear Matthew and today I'm joined by everybody apart from Ben, who is out gallivanting with friends, doing whatever the fuck he's doing. Having a work night out apparently. I don't know. You deal. Yes, everyone else is here.
Hello.
We are ready to drag in some dungeons. Should we jump in with a quick recap? I've still not fixed the intro video, so I've still no intro video. I'll get to that at some point. It's campaign.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably. Maybe. One day. Should we really, not really video, that was Force. How about you recap what happened last week? The party had returned from Tehran, spoke with Daxus and a few other allies, and basically bought some things, counted their hoard, invested in a few charities, and began thinking what their next plan was going to be. They decided that they were going to head to Eagle's Rock, after accompanying a strange fey creature that everyone had as familiar, who has just grown bored and now exists because he exists, who basically helped them teleport to Eagle's Rock while everyone was away finding an ally, maybe able to find the hidden sanctum. The party arrived in Eagle's Rock right in the middle of a barrage from the Empire's trebuchets as they were sieging the city. The party survived, along with lots of people, but some civilians and soldiers, as always, were killed in this attack. The group then found their way towards the Grand General, who were staying in the Old Town Hall in the Old Town district of Eagle's Rock. And they're a city that none of them have ever been to. I don't believe anyone would have been to Eagle's Rock. Could have been passing, but not enough to know it. You probably passed through it at one point. But the group found themselves running to the Old Town Hall, where just led directly to the, or pointed in the direction of the Grand General's office. No one stopped them, not with General Carroll in tow. And the group entered the Grand General's current war room, a small office, a large office in the Old Town Hall, in a bit of disarray. A large table with a map of Gold Landing and the surrounding areas on it, as well as a very wounded Grand General who is suffering from some burn and is almost missing what looks to be an eye, or he has a bandage around a bloodied rag around his eye. We'll pick up as you guys enter the room, we'll say, instead of where we ended exactly. So we'll pick up with you guys bursting into the room, and the Grand General turns to you injured in his kind of scruffy uniform. Looks like he's not be able to keep it clean or change it. In the recent attacks, he's kind of covered in bits of soot, bits of debris. And yeah, you see a small burn kind of on the bottom part of his neck. It'll probably heal with time. Doesn't look too severe, but for the time being, it looks quite painful. And he's got this bandage around the top of his head, over his left eye, which looks to be injured in some way. You see it's an old stained, bloody looking rag over his eye. But said of all, you enter the room to see the Grand General. What do you say? What do you do?
Everyone just turned to Caro.
So we're all ready to help, sir.
Caro, it's good to see the rest of you. Things aren't going smoothly.
We've got quite a barrage as we got here.
One of several, he kind of pulls a chair and kind of slowly sits down. If you don't mind, I need a minute.
Understandable.
I'm just going to put a red band and neck down next to him. Put it on. Tune to it. You'll thank me later.
That takes it. We'll put it on. We'll start tuning to it over the next hour. Okay. How goes whatever it is you people are up to?
We've been awfully busy, but we're here to assist you.
Oh, thank you. That's much appreciated.
You haven't met me. I'm Selban.
I've seen you in passing.
That's
Selban.
okay.
At the party, right?
Yes,
Yes.
someone tried to ride me and I kicked them.
Right. By the gods.
If you provide me a small table in the corner, I can set up communication back with the city.
I'll watch the rest of you.
He can indeed do that.
Okay, take a table. Not this one.
It's
Yeah.
it's
Let me just get pulls out and kind of take like a sandwich out of the drawer. Just packed lunch.
Mayonnaise, right?
Oh god, no.
Oh, this is it. Oh.
he developed a way of setting up fast communication between here and Sardilia.
Fairly reliable unless it's broken.
Yes, well that seems quite useful. That's been a big issue of ours.
So we've heard.
Yes, well we only have a set amount of sending scrolls. We've burned through them in the first couple of days of the siege. We are, well, trapped here. Do you have any suggestion? I have a plan in mind, but I am open to ideas, especially from our war council.
Send Roscoe. Yours, Howland?
It's your thing.
We have a small selection of dragons that can be called into aid us.
Right, okay, that seems useful. I should probably maybe not do that before I spread the word of dragons, so I might panic people.
It would be a bit unfortunate if they arrived and then got shot at by our forces.
Well, yeah, I mean, we don't have the capabilities, but I mean more people attacking with bows and fleeing, thinking they're getting attacked by dragons as well. That seems, I'm looking to ask where that came from. I've let not to ask them questions.
I'll just, it's, what's most thing of family issues.
Of course, that makes sense for this.
I've got a
group.
big
Alright. Well, yes, that does seem beneficial.
I have to call it.
Any other information you may be able to acquire on your way here, or?
We did hear that a aid convoy under the leadership of Clarina was on its way here, but no news have been heard of them recently.
We haven't had a chance to send messages back if any aid convoys have arrived. We have had several over the past couple of weeks arriving.
Was Clarina among one of them?
I do not know. I didn't have a chance to really meet with these people.
Because, well, if not...
I do know of one aid group that is in the city that has gone missing, that was accounted for. But they were led by, what was her name? Yeah, his name. Malaria. She is, she is responsible for a lot of these aid groups coming to war zones and battles to help soldiers, civilians. I've known her for several years, but she took a group down to the lower part of the city, down to Lowtown, the area below us. Oh yes, he kind of pulls out a. He has a much nicer map, but this is very crude. Right, he'll just draw you really quick, which has the city on it, undetailed. I don't know if any of you have been to Eagles Rock, but it is a city built on top of itself. Lowtown is the bottom part of the city, the largest area, where the entranceways are the east and west gates. We then have Old Town, which is where we are, which is where the town was originally built. We then, I forget the name of the fucking districts. We then have the Sky District above us. Oh, sorry, we have the Cloud Ward above us. And then the Sky District at the very top. Also Eagles Peak, which is a docking point for many airships.
What's that last one, sorry?
Eagles Peak.
Is it a bit like the City of Gondor?
He's not seeing...
I apologise. Please ignore me.
Sure.
But yes.
Yeah. It is basically a city built on top of itself. It looks like a mountain from a distance, but it's not. It's probably just like a big hill that they've added to as time's gone by.
It's a cake.
Yeah, it's basically a cave. It doesn't go inside either. It's not like built. It's only like the surrounding areas. It does that across the entire city. There are airships just moored in different points all over the city in different levels. But the Eagles Peak is where a lot of them the important ones more.
I assume these points outside the city are where the...
Yes, these marked points are enemy trebuchets, encampments, each one containing maybe 2 or 3 trebuchets that are firing on the city randomly throughout the day. Well, not randomly, but every day at some point. We don't know when. The Empire will fire a barrage, lasts about 10 minutes, striking the city in different places. So much so that, if you've not seen the city, they use waterways and canals here to basically move up and down the city, to move cargo. At Combe, the water originates from an area in Eagles Peak, a dam, essentially. And each district has its own dam to house this water so it can be controlled. The one in Lowtown was hit quite badly a few days ago, so most of Lowtown has flooded, which makes it very difficult for us to leave the city. The west gate, it points towards the gate, one of the gates. That is completely underwater. We can't get people out. The only way out now is through East Gate, which the Empire has surrounded. We can't get people out that way.
In some other news from outside, says Southampton in one of the room.
Yeah.
We have, I believe, destroyed their slave post, the Ironclad Paddock, and directed some of their army inland away from this area.
Yes, that was something I was going to mention to Carol later on, but is reminded me about that. But yes, as I was saying, Lowtown is flooded. The East Gate is surrounded by a Empire soldiers, and West Gate is completely underwater. That, because I was mentioning before, Malaria, she took several aid assistants with her to go and investigate Lowtown, see if they could find any survivors that were left there. We had to evacuate everyone from Lowtown up to Old Town and the High District as quick as we could. But we were running out of resources, space, and also people. Every day we lose people to the attacks, many more are injured. We are running out of time here. We need to act quickly, which I'm glad you people have arrived. You are known for getting around places quite quickly.
How long do you think this city has until it overruns?
I give us... We have about 2 weeks left of food. But... No, less than that. Maybe 10 days left of food, I think. But we're running out of places to send people. There's no real safe spot in the city. That we were originally keeping people in Lowtown, as they were the Empire were firing above the city to where we had positioned ourselves. And their attacks started to trickle down into Old Town and then Lowtown. So we had to move people up the city, but then there was nowhere safe to put them. And then the Empire barraged the whole city. We were running out of safe buildings, safe spaces, places to house the injured. We were losing weapon stores. We had an armory that we had packed with some cannons. Was struck the other day and went up. We lost a few good men in that strike, as well as a lot of our weapons and armor. We do have reinforcements. I don't know if they were mentioned to you. You mentioned the War Council. I don't know if they informed you, but they did send. We did have the remaining of our army essentially that wasn't here. Was returning to Cyrodilia. They returned there. The siege began, and they had begun making their way here. They grabbed some additional force along the way. So they are located maybe a 2-day march, a day and a half march, I'd say 2 days in total, from here. Then they can engage our enemies in an attack, but the issue is the trebuchets. They see the army approach, they will fire on them, and, well, it wouldn't last very long.
How many trebuchet positions are there?
Yeah, you kind of gesture them up. They are pointed. I've marked them on the map for you. This is what we know they have.
I'm guessing the letters are the...
Letters are, yeah. He's basically labelled each one.
And 6 and 7 are the east and west. Oh, yes, I see your
You can keep them. Sorry, it's very crudely drawn.
18. It sounds like we've got some dismantling to do.
Well, that is an issue. See, I thought of maybe contacting the director, asking for a spy, someone who can make their way to each of the trebuchets and disable them. Problem is there are too many, and they are that scattered that no one can get to them all in one day. It would take a few days to get to each one. They launch a barrage every day, and they would notice if there was an issue, and if too many go down at once, they would again probably divide these trebuchets and be a lot more cautious. But I do have an idea. It's a terrible idea, but we need a distraction to draw the fire from the trebuchets away. So, push comes to shove.
Get the reinforcements, bring them in.
No. So we need to distract the trebuchets before we can bring the reinforcements in. The trebuchet will fire on the reinforcements. The city will be fine, but we will lose all reinforcements. Now I may be going a bit insane here.
You have been under siege for quite a while.
Yes, and this is what gave me the idea. They always fire when they see lots of movement. If they can see a large area, they'll fire on there. What if we flew an airship away from the city? It's full of civilians. Soldiers trying to escape. I don't want that. So they will fire on the airship. And we can time it right, somehow time this right, so that they start firing multiple airships perhaps. That way they would have to aim the trebuchets up into the air and fire while our reinforcements storm them. they can perhaps deal with a few trebuchets and split up into smaller fire units to then attack the rest of the trebuchets and the rest of the forces. But we'd have to get them to fire on a trebuchet and time it so that the reinforcements attack while they're mid-assault of the airship or airships. Terrible idea, but
Better than my one.
What are the guard postings on each trebuchet?
we're not sure. We'd look to about 2 or 3 trebuchets in each encampment. Each one requires 3-4 people to operate. They probably have protection, so we're looking at maybe 30 to 40 in each encampment. But obviously there is the entire Empire army posted, so they have divided their forces from what once were guarding Eastgate to these encampments, so they can be defended if an attack comes.
So they do not have a unified force?
Not at the moment, no, but from what I can tell, they could probably unify quite quickly. They have a kind of point just around here, a large group of soldiers guarding Eastgate. That looks to be the main crux of their force. But there are a lot of their soldiers scattered between the trebuchets.
Do you think a significant enough threat would cause them to unify their force to protect themselves or attack?
Like I said, if an army approached them, they would unify into one line.
Could we make a fake army?
We do have a real one, but then half.
I'd rather them not die.
It would take me a while, but I could. Yeah.
Can you make a fake army? Or what appears to be a fake army?
How far apart are the trebuchets spaced? Are they trebuchets?
They vary, but they are at landmarks or at high ridges or some in low valleys. Maybe a few miles between, maybe a mile or 2 between each. They just get maybe a bit more, a bit less, depending on the.
How far out from the city?
They're about 6 to 10 miles out again, varying depending on the location.
Anyone reckon they can take out 3 of these positions? 6 of us, 18 positions, 3 each.
I was thinking of Thunder.
The issue is it fucks everything in a 10-mile radius.
Yeah,
Yes,
that
okay.
includes us.
Includes everyone.
Yeah. But they're 6 miles from the city. There's a few miles between. You should get 4 miles to the other side of them. It won't hit the city.
I don't know how fast I can move.
Just for your weapons in there, they have to make. But you have to make a DC-25 save, which you'll do with.
I don't have
You're fine. The Pez Captain doesn't it though. It comes out with them.
Best I could do would be to pull from my bags of tricks.
Are we
And
at
then
like the
pull
top of the
them
city?
all from
No, so you're on Knoll Town. It's like the second kind of ring of the city.
Can you see out like this is a port city, right?
No. So this is like kind of inland. So this is where airships come to dock.
Okay.
So Gold Landing is the port one where all the naval ships come in. Eagles Rock is the same area, but it connects directly to it, and it's built up so a lot of airships can more.
Or if you make 10 paper
where did they
soldiers, like
dock?
that, made them.
All land city. There's the points all across the city.
No. Obviously they're like siege, but where did they dock this army?
Gold Landing. They then push through a Gold Landing, and then they come up. That's right. That's the right one. The Grand General say they attacked Gold Landing again, where they outnumbered us. We had no Zakimian fleet to help, so we retreated to a safer place, and that's when they followed us here.
How exposed are the supply lines to Gold's Landing?
Very, but again, they are too far away from us to get to. We can't really stop them from where we're seeing.
You have an army coming.
From the other side, with trebuchets still firing on us.
I could.
You've allowed it for flavour.
Mm-hmm.
When I've done Spirit Shroud, you've let me bring up an army of ghosts. That.
Around you.
So if I stood there with the army with that.
It's a 15-foot area. There's more of them than there are angel ghosts. They'll probably just fire on your trebuchets, to be honest.
It's fucking trebuchet.
Yeah, you can have one.
It's the second and the third one. That might do.
Yeah, for 5th, 6th, 7th ones though.
They've put the cheese plates on it in different turns.
How many trebuchets in each group?
About 2 or 3.
2 or 3.
Punching them.
Sorry, 2 or 3. Some more, some less.
What isn't
Again,
an army
depending on the
but
location.
counts as a credible threat?
Lots of dragons.
Would they unify against an incoming dragon attack?
I imagine that they would not unify into one location, how I believe they will do this is they have this one large force here by Eastgate. The trebuchets there will amass and join the force at Eastgate, while the other areas, each trebuchet will branch off into a different location, forming 4 large armies, or 4 medium armies.
I have a really terrible idea.
It would be a smaller force, but there would be 4 of them.
It's a portal.
Yeah, but that also destroys the item.
Yeah. I had to fuck around with the portal.
Technically,
do not want that.
technically somebody else can fucking open a portal. You just don't want it to happen.
No.
Like I said, if we can distract these trebuchets, we can get our forces to attack. If you have other ways of creating an army, maybe then our forces could attack the western side of the city. Your forces could attack the eastern side of the city. That would realistically cut off their connection to forming one large army. Like I said, we do have reinforcements about 2 days away. But I've lost my fucking notes, bear with. Why am I all the way down from here? I believe you met General Huxar is leading the reinforcements to the west.
That's the
The guy no one likes.
yeah.
He gets results, but no one likes him.
Yeah, because it kills everyone.
Yeah, but
He's like,
he wins his battles. He gets results, just people back. You know, it's kind of hard to be like, fuck you, oh, we won a war.
people have hated me for the exact same.
They answer? They're all goggles.
That's all I'm going to say. People have hated
They're all
me
like
for the
the size
exact
of
same.
books.
People have hated me for the exact same.
They're massive. Now, you've probably got the technology for this gift.
How high can you fly?
Sorry, we're being sieged by a bag. One moment. From what I know, that's a really good fucking question. High, very high. They are, so I don't know exactly what's quite high.
Have you considered bombing them?
With what?
Your airships.
They're all moored here. As soon as one flies, they'll strike it.
How many do you have?
We have about, I think 8 left. Also, these are merchant airships. They're not armed.
No, but we could retrofit them. But it doesn't sound like you have enough to get any up in the air to do significant things without some of them dying.
Yes, well, anything that moves, any airship that's apart, will be shot down before it can do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no.
You've
got the recipe for
Erwin, but he is elsewhere.
you can make the
Why
good
do you
shit
need them?
rough on, root it down.
We just
If
have lost that.
they palm in war, it's a war crime.
So we've got a
But
series of them
we don't have the
We're only
fucking.
Captain America in it now. War crimes.
That's got loads of random stuff in
We're
it.
not doing it. The Juvenile Convention doesn't fucking exist in this world.
Not yet.
Not yet.
After today, though,
We
it might.
have access to that stuff.
Well, who's
I'm just
Canada?
saying, we have the recipe for the good napalm.
Because they're the ones that
Mhm.
end up with new Geneva Convention rules.
Fancy it?
Yeah, that's a thing. The whole apparently really good shit holding napalm.
No, that's good against devils
Yeah.
because they're going to be set on like holy fire.
The good shit is like, extra banny. The holy napalm's normal napalm, but for radiant fire instead.
Are there outcomes here?
I imagine there are some, yes. Probably in the main force, and probably that's I think how they are passing messages around. The Archons are using their magic to send messages or relaying with one another.
Harris, does Harris have anything that can disrupt others from telepathically speaking?
I don't believe so. And they are using like the sending spell to communicate telepathically.
Just while we're here, can Harris try and ping Clarina?
Let's have a roll. That's more than 5. Clurin is in the city, kind of below you. You're guessing probably low town.
Oh, Clarina, not Catherine.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
to
so
be
she's-
fair, if
yeah.
we don't end this soon, then an angry dwarf lady probably will.
Well, yeah.
I'd rather avoid that.
Yeah, she's on the way.
Jesus.
She left the castle about 2 days ago with her stubby legs. You probably got looking about 5 days a week.
Oh dear. Probably more than that, but Catherine's not gonna stop to rest.
landscape just moves out of the way for her.
She's gonna get that angry that she can teleport one day.
Rage teleport.
Hey, Path of the Wild Tree.
Can the trebuchets from one side of the city fire to the other side of the city?
Is that scroll we don't know about?
Let's hold off on that.
Yes, but not accurately.
We've got meteor spawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got 4 sides.
They could, but they wouldn't be able to like hit anything.
Looks good though.
It is cool.
There's things, but they wouldn't be able to accurately hit things.
Someone continues arcane muttering in the corner.
I'm just like sat somewhere in a different corner, fucking cross-legged with this box.
What box?
The Storm King's Thunder.
Oh, okay.
Crackling storm inside.
Do we know where the Empire's commanders are?
I believe it could be that large force near Eastgate.
No humanoid slaying.
Would they even fire towards their own troops?
The Empire is known to do strange things. What do you mean by towards their own? They wouldn't fire on their own positions.
How far away is forces up from the East Gate?
A couple of miles, probably about 3 to 6. Actually, but there would be about 5 miles on line with the trenches.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying they were right at the gates.
Oh no, they are within striking range of we trying to flee.
It's not my wheelhouse. It could be, but it currently isn't. We could ask Dee to come over. He's still living in our basement.
Yeah, this is a war zone now. D is
That's a good
very
one.
skittish.
Oh, I've got with D.
Let's go and ask the Grand General. Do you have any mages who specialise in illusions?
Not really. The one second, sorry. The war mage is more focused on destruction spells. That's what they teach in War Mage Academy, whatever it's called.
So I was thinking if we could make it look like some of the positions where they're under attack and were being taken over, they would fire on them.
Potentially. Again, there are definitely archons around the area who would be able to relay messages quickly. They have the benefit of being able to relay messages. We don't. I probably shoot at them.
Because if you can just sit there and take out archons,
Maybe.
they just sit them on top of the map and just
Maybe difficult to shoot them from that distance, but it's doable probably. Actually, no, it's not doable. One second. This is a city, and then yeah. No, probably
It
not.
isn't Wanted.
Hmm?
You ever seen that film Wanted?
Yes. No. Okay, actually.
Angelina Jolie is the guy who turned into the strength of being an assassin.
Wasn't that Salt?
Called Wanted.
I'm not seen Salt. I've seen Salt. Is it called Salt?
I mean, there is a film called Salt,
Yeah.
but the one I was talking about was
No, there's
Wanted.
nothing wanted.
Is there a more detailed map around?
Yeah, the Grand General's got one. I haven't, but there's a. You can ask questions and I can answer them.
I was going to look at it. I want to make an investigation check on the map. I want to see if I can find any. So by looking at this map and studying this map, can I find any tactics or anything or any potential weaknesses to exploit from the Empire's setup?
Make an investigation check.
Why did I put my phone away?
Oh, I can't. It's just because I'm busy.
Do you want inspiration?
I'm not professionally, but
I'll take an
tactics.
inspiration.
You can
Have an
assist, yeah.
inspiration?
Yeah, I'll assist.
You also get 7 temp HP.
Assist.
You get
Zero advantage.
Well, there's only one number that I can get that would be higher with advantage. It's not that number, but with
19 minus 7.
What's my health?
Eric gave bad advice.
skill.
This is a map.
paper.
It's the other way around.
There's not upside down today.
23.
So if you look, and you're not, a tactician or an expert, but you can see that probably their biggest exploit will be holding the 2 gates. They know it's in and out of the city. One of them they've drowned in water, and the other one they've set an outpost on, so they've probably already done what they can kind of tactically do to hold the city where it is. Also, targeting the waterways as well would be a good way of, exploiting a weakness, because if them flood, then the city floods, and no one likes a flooding city. You've got civilians.
I was more thinking of the other way around, like, from what intelligence that we had, could I gain something in the Empire setup that might be a weakness?
You can't really tell from looking at this map. Yeah. Not really anything.
Would it be beneficial if we drained the flooded areas and fixed it?
We would have to... Yes, but that would take...
Would that be beneficial?
It would take weeks to do, yes.
Well, it might take you weeks to do.
What are you suggesting?
Oh, I don't know yet. I haven't started thinking.
Okay. Well, if you can think of something, then yes.
Well, hold on.
What's the position for where the flood areas and the gate of the Empire are?
So, the one that's flooded is this one up here. This kind of whole area
You thinking so?
essentially is flooded. Then the Empire is kind of at this gate here.
It's alongside the city. Right.
So we can't flood them
Open the gates and
unless we direct the water flow around the entire city.
Since the flooding in the Low District,
Yes.
how have there been, like, what have they reduced their attack frequency towards that direction?
No, we're still continuing to fire all across the city at all times.
What about their troop presence at the West Gate?
There's no one really guarded at the West Gate, just the trebuchets, but like I said, West Gate is completely underwater. We can't get anyone through it.
Have we got anything that lets people travel through water?
Yes, I have a cape. But that does one person travel through.
Do you have several 100,000 capes?
No, but I could start making them.
How long will that take?
Not quick enough.
Okay.
It would be more difficult for them to spot a small group rather than a large army.
It would be. What small group are you suggesting?
I looked at ourselves.
You'd be able to teleport,
That's true. Yeah.
and fly and do all of that.
Yeah, we don't need to.
You got here through teleportation. I thought you had ways of doing that.
That's a good point.
play the water out easy. Got a cubic gate. So open a gate to another plane and drop the water out of it.
Who would let us do that?
Water wouldn't pass through the gate. It lasts for 6 seconds as well.
It's 10 minutes.
It's not going to drain half a city full of water. I
How-
think gate will. I think.
How thick are the walls?
It's only 10 minutes.
Don't check it. The walls are pretty thick. They're normal standard city walls. They're not major. They're not like Vanheim, Cyrodiil thick, where they're designed to be a defensive point. But they're, maybe a few feet thick.
Concentration for a minute.
Yeah. It wouldn't clear out.
Go around and drill loads of holes in the wall like that big, and then start draining it out.
I have the spell, I'm pretty sure. Shape water.
Well, the thing is with Lowtown, it's on the ground level. If you drain it out, it's just gonna eventually
Yeah.
equal. It'll just flood and it won't have anywhere to trickle off to.
It'll evaporate or something.
Yeah, it's alright, but yeah, it's winter right now. It's very cold.
I may have an idea.
You are 23 days into the year. It is pretty cold.
We can fix the broken dam, but we can't get rid of the water anymore.
No, not until you can clear it out properly.
Yeah.
And that'll take a while to do. Yeah.
And that's
Also, that water is freezing cold. It's like
You'll be fine.
yeah, it is. Ooh, hang on. Oh no, never mind. It is like mid to late January, so it is cold as fuck in Vanheim. You're lucky the water's not frozen. Well, there'll probably be like bits of ice on top.
Is the water flowing?
No, it's kind of in certain parts, yeah, but in most parts there's that much of it. It's just kind of now like a bit of a river. There are also like little dams, cut-off points, So where if the water does flood, you can kind of block it to certain areas. They have activated them at these 2 points, so it's not flooding into the rest of it.
I assume there is a sort of central road that goes from, let's say, the entrance of the second layer to the west gate.
Yeah, there's a main road that goes from.
How long is it between those 2 points?
Couple of miles in the big city. Couple of miles.
I mean, you've got like fucking 24 intelligence.
Yeah, you can Google things.
I'm just kind of curious as to. There's nothing on the internet that says anything about that. I didn't think there would be.
Buckets, I guess.
Huh?
With buckets.
Yeah.
Those planes that pick up water from to the forest fires.
Depending on how bad flooding is, normally they just move people and then it evaporates.
Yeah, but that's what they do. They kind of moved everyone out of that area, but
How deep is the water?
pretty deep. It's probably for a human.
We don't need to
We
move
might be
the
submerged
water.
in it.
We can build bridges.
Harris?
Harris can build bridges.
All fix them down.
Okay.
Almost instantly.
I'm going to speak to the soldier while you talk to each other because this isn't really
I
fixing the
apologise.
issue. We can fix the city, sure. We're being sieged. We have 10 days of food and we'll start starving to death.
If the water can wait.
We can't leave.
No. I mean, we can leave through that gate if we build a bridge.
Yes, we can. Okay,
Well, the
yes,
army is
yes. Armies.
Right, is outside.
And they will just fire on our position.
Oh, yeah.
These are all great solutions, Elman. I really appreciate the feedback. But not the fucking issue right now, okay?
So you're on step 4, everyone else is still on step 1.
Yeah, we are trying to solve an issue that we can't deal with because we're going to be
Please
dead.
be quiet. I am working one step at a time.
You're not
I'll
working
say
the right
correctly.
step, my good
I will
friend.
move away from you.
Someone...
He shuffles over. He continues walking in the corner.
And then the regeneration ring starts.
Ah, I feel so much better.
His fucking eyes
Someone's
like.
getting
His eyes opens again. I can see! Hang on, I'm still blind. Oh! I have my depth perception back. Picked up his glass of water for the first time in a week. We need... Right, yes, this is all very good and well, but that's not the issue we're dealing with now. We need to... We cannot evacuate people while the Empire is still here.
All I'm gonna say is.
Even if we did, I will cut you off there a moment. Even if we did evacuate people, they would chase us down and slaughter us. We haven't got a fighting force that we can use. Yes, you can call in these dragons, very helpful. But there are a few thousand soldiers we have. There are hundreds of thousands, there are probably about 10 to 20, maybe even more of them. I'd have 100, I haven't counted because I can't count because there's too many. We need to clear those ballistas and get our reinforcements. We can't evacuate the city. We need to fight them here. If we evacuate, fine, but they will keep approaching. And next is Vadna, Cyrodilia. The city can be defended, yes, but we're in a situation where they're at our door. We need to push them back here. If we keep running, we'll never stop running. We can only run as far west as we can. Cyrodilia is still repairing itself from that attack. From what I know, and I haven't spoken to the council and the resource managers of the city, but we're in no position to rebuild Cyrodilia again anytime soon. If they attack Cyrodilia, the city will be lost. It'll be a crumbling wreck, which would just encourage them to come back.
This is when we make our stand.
We don't have to win the war here. We just need to push them away. We need to show a sign of strength that we're not going to run away. If we keep running, they'll keep following, and we'll eventually run out of land. And if this Cilicia threat gets any bigger, Vadnheim certainly won't stand an attack from them again. We need to push them back. We don't have to get rid of them. We just need to push them back. If we can push them back, we can rearm ourselves. We can refortify, get rid of the injured, get the fresh, able soldiers here. Then we can push them back again. But we need, for the time being, to deal with these trebuchets and their forces and get our reinforcements here. There are not enough of us here to fight an army. You are very, very powerful people, I understand that, but there are hundreds and thousands of them. You people cannot win this war. Not on your own. We need soldiers. We need the men and women who are deployed a day and a half, 2 days away to fight. We need healthy warriors. I don't have healthy warriors. I have tired, scared, injured soldiers. They are doing the best they can, but they've been attacked, battle to battle. They fought in one battle, and they thought they had won. They ended up here, and they're watching their friends, even some of their families, their homes be destroyed. We are sitting here, trying to build walls and fix our surroundings when we are being attacked day in and day out. We have very limited supplies left. With people that we have lost in death and also to the city. I have very little in soldiers here that can fight a war.
In your expert opinion, I stand up as I finish fucking like tuning to the Storm King Thunder.
Yeah. It's an action switch into it.
Yeah, so you basically is seeing like fucking lightning and storm energy around me.
There's no lightning, just like crackling clouds.
Yeah. It's fine. I could disperse a large portion of them, but they would need to be in radius, a 10-mile radius. If they were in a city like we were, I could fuck them up, but if I could get outside the city with a congregation of them, I could do a lot of damage.
Kind of looked at the map.
If we could find a way of putting them in one place, just long enough for me to be able to clap my hands together.
And they could roll them all around.
See, we couldn't get we couldn't get all of them in one place. But if I'm thinking what they're going to do when we attack, they will form into groups. It would be in close proximity to one of you. You could eradicate an entire force of them. Perhaps maybe the ones near the west gate, or the ones to the north and the south.
Yeah.
They would be close together. You could take out an entire group of them.
In my father's sword, there was also a scroll of Meteor Swarm.
That is also quite useful. We could clear a large area of that as well.
We got artillery, we just need to place it correctly.
We can potentially clear 1.5 groups of soldiers with them abilities alone. We still have 2.5 to deal with. And there are still more of them than there will be others. Which is why we need the reinforcements.
I think the reinforcements.
Do we know how many reinforcements?
It's like an army, it's like a good sized army, so probably about 80 to 90,000.
Okay, thank you.
So a good chunk of soldiers.
I think.
Not as many as Empire soldiers, but if you get rid of a few groups, it's a much more unified.
Yeah.
I think your reinforcements are what's going to prompt them to get into groups and get all together.
That is what I am thinking. That's the only way. Like, if they are attacked by a dragon, they will split. There would be a big group for that. But if we have a force where they need to mobilise, then yes. Perhaps these dragons could even attack another one of these areas, potentially take 2 groups of enemies down instead of just 1.5.
Harris's mind stuff, you got anything that can implant an image into a lot of people's brains?
Not en masse this big. She can try and fuck with a few people's minds, but not this many.
What about the ones in charge?
You have to know who they are and be able to see them.
If you make the leaders think there's an army, they'll start putting people into order. They won't listen to the ones underneath. They'll think they know better.
How far away are the reinforcements now? In terms of distance, not days.
Oh, good question.
If you had to estimate.
Let me consult my book. Suppose I have a notebook.
There's a whole process of if I took a deal where I was ready to stand up the forces to do it.
So that's something usually that one. Holy war for you.
Hey man, he said that, you know, people higher up couldn't get involved. Some upstart asshole pushing one set of mortals out. The gods can be upset all they like.
So I think they move at a faster pace, probably.
Because we don't want to deafen our troops.
Yeah, but you don't understand. It fucks structures to...
It does double damage to structures. They're about 60 miles away. A day and a bit of fast-paced marching, they'll be here.
Yeah, but that's all I'm saying is, it will fuck up that half of the city as well.
Here's what I'm thinking. Well, let me ask, how
kind of a fucked up idea.
Let's say that the Empire heard about this army coming. Let's say it's 30 miles away.
Okay.
Do you think that would force them to send a force to meet them in the field?
They would send a force to meet in the field, but they'd also prepare the trebuchets to fire on that position. They would fire on the forces before they get close to their line.
But they would be gone.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Is it 10-mile radius, is it,
And
Jason?
they'd be
Yeah.
Yeah.
the 10-mile radius.
See, here's what I'm thinking.
That might be worth it.
Hold on.
I'm an evil motherfucker, just
Yeah.
saying.
Here's what I'm thinking.
Let's hope it's nicer.
Yeah. I think anything will be.
You know.
Let's say you were between the formed up Empire forces and the reinforcing army at such a distance where their forces and maybe some of the trebuchets are in range, but our guys aren't. Then you use it. You affect the Empire forces, but you don't affect our guys, and our guys are still able to then march
Do they have all
on.
work? I'm guessing they're getting their supplies from Gulf Landing in the coast.
Yeah, they're getting basically them dropped off.
What if I just thunderclap Gulf Landing down?
Fuck, where did I? That'd be pretty bad. You'd probably ruin the rest of the city, but
Yeah, if you do about a doctor, take their ships out.
I'm
as
just
well.
saying
or
we.
destroy the
This is so fucked up, but I'm gonna say it. Technically, we have the money to rebuild it.
Yeah.
You just do. Yeah. You have the money definitely to either go like a bit over the ocean and do it, fuck up their ships, and you would destroy the docks. You could repair. That's a few million.
That's on Nickel Bolus energy right there.
Yeah.
What are the supply lines for?
Just to provide food for the soldiers, to provide ammunition for the
Dragon King
trenches
God.
So
Hmm.
how many
King
daily
Dragon.
supplies do the people here have?
in the city.
No, the warriors outside.
These ones? I actually don't know. Probably
Hold on,
a good
I-
couple before they need to replenish.
I think I have an idea that can combine with that idea. We give them information that there's an army from us going to Gold's Landing to
It
interdict.
wouldn't work. It would be a terrible move from any commanding force
Yeah.
to go past the city for civilians to attack Gold Landing. We'll be under soldiered.
No.
You'd be caught between 20
No. What I'm saying is,
sides.
we send that information, but there are no troops out
No,
there.
I know they wouldn't
They
believe
won't
it.
believe it.
It's a
It's
stupid
simple.
move.
They wouldn't believe I have sent soldiers past the city to attack Gold Landing, and they're fighting on two fronts. Then I wouldn't have a strong enough force to
How long would
defend the
it
city.
take? How long would it take me to go and do a thunderclap above fucking Gold Landing?
Just teleport there and back.
I'm just pointing out, if they've got no ships, no fucking supplies, and they literally, because after this battle, what they're going to do, they're fundamentally going to do, is they are going to go back to that shore. If they hear that they're fucked the same time that they get reinforcements attacked, that is going to descend chaos, because they have no way out.
How many
They will get
civilians?
desperate then. And
How many
desperate people do.
I would say
terrible
yes. They
things.
would then just attack the city.
How many civilians would you
They
kill?
will. I don't know.
If you do this, like you say, over the water, hit just the docks, you wouldn't kill any civilians in Gold Landing. There's barely any there. But like I said, they would strike the city. They would just begin firing trebuchets, and they would then use all of their trebuchet ammunition and then strike the city by force.
Yes.
We would need our reinforcements here to attack at the same time, or maybe moments before.
We could do that.
That is doable.
But the other issue is that
We
the
then withdraw the fire of the trebuchets because they will bombard the city and our reinforcements.
The guy who's bringing reinforcements,
Mhm.
how well known is he in his
Oh,
tactics?
very famous. He's like up there with the Grand. There's probably like 3 or 4 generals that are famous. Grand General, him, probably maybe 1 or 2 more.
So the Empire would know about him.
Oh,
stuff
100%.
he
No,
does.
yeah. Like, oh, you've not asked the general who's leading the force. He knows General. We'll say General Zora is leading the Empire's forces right now, and you wouldn't even know his name. He's a very
I
well
mean,
known.
the one bringing our reinforcements.
General Hacks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's again famous, well known. You know him by name. The Empire will know by name.
Right, that's the thing. Also, yeah.
He is one of the most
Because
famous
if the
generals.
Empire know about him and how much he does give a shit about soldiers, they would believe that he's decided to take the army round to go for Gold Landing.
Maybe, but the Grand General still in play.
Yeah, like
He
he.
wouldn't allow that. And one thing about General, I keep getting stuck in name, Haxus, is that He follows orders. He gets the job done. He won't go rogue. He won't be like, no, I'm going to attack Gold Landing. He obeys orders. He's very good at his job. If he doesn't like them, he still does it, but he makes sure it works. They wouldn't believe, unless there's proof of it. They would be like, that's false information. The Grand General wouldn't order him to do that. That's a stupid move from him, and he's too good of a general. He knows that won't work. He knows that he needs to reinforce the city, or they will take the city, and then they're trapped between a taken Empire City and another Empire City, and that's the rest of the army. So you would know, because you're smart enough to know, they would realize that's a very poor move. So unless they had proof of it happening, they wouldn't fall for it.
Where did the Grand General die in one of the attacks?
That's dangerous behaviour, that.
They would then seize the city. There's no big threat. Fuck it, we can take the city. Who's in charge?
It's this band's intelligence that's keeping this city from being.
It's called, it's them like, that is pretty much it. As soon as, if they realise he's gone, people would surrender.
What we need.
Most of the soldiers would surrender. Like, we don't know who's in charge. It'd be you probably at this point.
What we need.
You will be the acting highest rank until someone else got there.
What we need is effectively a second army to appear out of the blue.
Get the Grand General.
Yes, what we really need there, Dan, is a magical second army. Let me just get that army left in my over trousers.
Or maybe not literally, but.
We could ask Illis.
Well, hold on. Maybe not literally, but.
Ellis did say he'd help send them all to hell. Not with this, but with Cali.
That's a Cali war asset. You would have to give up and go. I'd say you can use that now, but he would run out of forces and you haven't got enough time to rebuild it.
We need that.
You have Illis. Illis will be able to assist during the Cali thing as well. He has his own abilities, but his armies, the 7 wins, you use them now. Not going to replace in time to help Cali.
Can we sell Harris to a 3T patron to get some Ifrits?
That's not very nice.
It isn't worth that much. It isn't worth that.
How big is 10 miles on this map?
I mean, I don't think any single person's worth an army.
It's not to scale that map. It's just that.
What?
So what I'm curious about is
If there's
if you were to
one
be 10
army in
miles
this
away,
world,
Yeah.
like,
It's
to
me
not
or
get into the
Catherine.
city, how many of the
If you could get like a group of
Fine,
you get like a group of 3
teleport back and throw her into.
like that, because about 5 to 6 miles apart. So you go in the middle and hit 3.
and the
could we use
The
Catherine's
war-
rage?
the council, the enemy
In what way?
army,
How?
whatever, is stationed by
Tell-
J.
tell-
Yeah, it's kind of probably a bit behind it,
This
but not
location?
much behind it.
So they would be in range of.
It would be.
She's a 1-1 rep.
Could you pass me the map?
So
It's not scalable because that's going to guesstimate.
here's my.
I'm just maybe I'm oversetting the thing, but if you were to come away from the city walls and use your explosion, you get about 3 of these trebuchets and their army, standing army.
Yeah.
It would then mean that all of these would probably fire, but if you killed a bunch of people and in their army to disrupt their communication.
So their communication comes from the Archons, which are scattered all around the city.
Yeah, but
main
if you
orders come from that position.
if you disrupt what's going on here, we send someone in to try and kill the general, and then we have other groups of people trying to promote other threats. It would definitely cause enough distraction to get an army in.
Blow that bit up, brought the dragons in round that way. But reinforcements come from there, and it's just they're solid.
Well, the reinforcements will come from this way.
I don't think that we can get the entire.
Yeah, halfway.
I don't think we can make a perfect distraction. We cannot get all of the trebuchets firing away from our army, so we're going to have to result that some of them are going to get shot. We have to march in a loose formation.
Try and stop them from shooting. Best try and get the ones around there because the arms come from this direction.
Yeah, but I would quite prefer to wipe out a lot of their forces without AoE effect.
Yeah, but take that out.
Someone fucking knows what's a favourite at this point.
Yeah.
See,
AoEs
here.
up here and then put the dragons up here as well. And take down some.
How often
Hit the
do you
city
do that
and
big
put
charge?
Once a day.
Maybe once.
That's it.
Maybe only once.
We could, but as soon as they start getting in range.
And I
of
really
all
want to
these
get rid of
other
those
trebuchets,
ships.
Yeah,
doesn't
but
matter
I want
how
them
many
trapped
we
on this
remove.
continent.
The whole city's in the way though. That's a mountain,
Because they're fucked
Yes.
if they are.
so they can't fire through or
Go
Oh,
just fire
that's
all the way
yeah.
back. So
No,
block at
but-
least these and chop these ones off. The ones
Yeah.
here could get round a bit, but not massive, not a lot.
So yeah, I think, however, using the explosion
Also,
to remove
it's a 10-mile
troops
radius
is
thunderclap.
good,
We'll fucking
but
tear it
less
from here.
effective because it can only get about 3.
Yeah.
We could maybe go in and try and remove 3 ourselves and then use
So-
them in different ways.
Yeah.
Not saying your view isn't correct,
No,
just
I get
making
what you
it more efficient.
The reinforcements are going to be coming from this way here. So coming from the west.
What's happened to Windred?
It's gone. You think? No one knows.
So where are the reinforcements coming from
From the
again?
west. From this way. From Citadel.
From Cyrodilia, right. So reinforcements come from Cyrodilia.
And Gold's Landing, is that an empire?
No, that's by the line. Oh, sorry, Golan. Yeah, Golan currently has control of that place.
Yeah. Difficult. And if it wasn't easy, he'd have figured it out already, right?
He has a plan, but it's like
Yeah, what was
We
his
don't
plan?
you need
Declaration.
launch the ships, make the trebuchets fire, get the army to come at the same time. They would have enough time to re-aim. Then they'd split, and then it would be basically a big battle.
I mean, if we do that with combination of all the stuff we've come up with, that just
Yeah.
adds to his
Yeah.
plan, and he's better than us at this.
I mean, unless you can convince them of a second army coming up to retake Gold's Landing, that doesn't exist.
We would have to have an actual army to do that, and even then, it's a stupid move.
I mean, is the intelligence that good that they would know if that you have a second army coming
yes,
in?
they would find out.
Damn it.
They would also know that I'm not that stupid. Like I said, why would I send a second army to attack a city and have 2 armies in front of it? Yeah, put that behind it, when this is the more needed place for an army.
Because you're doing a pincer move.
No, they would be doing the pincer move.
No.
We would be
If you
tracking.
if you've
So-
got one army coming from the west,
Yes.
you've got another army coming from in the north or south, but on the other side of the city.
We would have to get an army there, and they.
But-
yes, but they control the areas south of the city. They would hang on, east of where we are. They would have no intelligence of an army moving in that area.
Yeah, that's
If you
good.
think about it, anything this way, let's go this in the direction of Gold Landing to the city, they would have eyes on. They would
Yeah,
have
that's
positions in this kind of direction to prevent that happening.
Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. Okay.
And even then, even if we did, they would just deploy soldiers from Gold Landing to rally against Tommy.
What's the terrain like?
It's pretty, plain, forest, a few hills, similar to Southern Plains. A lot of again lakes and rivers and valleys and canals, but it is mostly flatland. A few hilly areas. Very easy to get across.
I'm gonna magically summon a second force. Grow attacks for my word, but it seems a bit like that's in the long range. Oh,
What were you saying about making vampires? Like, how many can you make?
D6 a day.
It's not really enough
No.
with the amount of time we have.
Is there a way that we can get better supplies in here quickly?
I have a decanter of endless water, which I can.
They have loads of water, don't worry.
Oh, they have plenty of water.
Since
They have water.
No,
they
not
don't
like
have, they don't have food.
clean drinking
It's
water.
food.
Yeah, also, yeah.
Do I have anything that makes food?
Not enough food.
No, I'm seeing if I have anything that makes food.
Crit
Unless you
water,
want the
let's go.
fucking machina.
You've got the spell crit with water.
Yeah, but that's not going to be not enough.
You could probably do it if you had a couple castings of Magnificent Mansion, because that can feed 100 people a 7-course meal.
The reinforcements are arriving
Still only one meal.
in a few days.
I know what you mean, but it would be
Yeah.
100 people.
Yeah.
So you can do it 100 people per casting.
Yeah.
But the same cost me like here's bread, here's water.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Multiple castings.
Here's the thing: the reinforcements are going to be close in a few days.
They
We
will
may-
be close when we ask them to be close.
Well,
we do, and you need to deliver the orders to General Haxus as well. And they're probably about here. But in half 2 days marched away.
Oh, it's been about an hour. I've made my thing.
Sure. Yeah.
I put a piece of paper on the table saying test.
Right. Do you have cast the spell?
Oh yeah, the spell's being cast.
Sorry. Yeah, it works. Right.
Does anything come back
No.
to it?
No one's in the room. In fact, I'll roll. No one comes back. Well, then we'll cast the spell. None of them can cast the spell.
What do you mean?
No, it's a.
I mean, so no one's like in there to use it,
Yeah.
and they all left the ward.
Maybe cast ascending, ask them to have someone monitor it.
Well, it just depends if he wants to talk to them now or not. I'll ask him. Do you want to talk to them now?
I would like to know what the plan is before I speak to the War Council. I'd be better speaking with General Haxus and communicating with him. The War Council can't do much from where they are in the time we have.
I have 20 sending scrolls on me.
It's quite a lot.
So you can get some decent communication with them.
Yes, I would also like to have the orders delivered to him via messenger as well. Physical orders, not just message.
Aren't they quite hard, easy to intercept?
Not if someone delivers them by hand.
When possible, I can get rid of their fleet.
So the best thing sounds like decoy with generals, get them to launch their trebuchet, try and obscure the army somehow as it marches up, send in dragons, cause a bit of chaos.
Obscure the army. Hang on, Harris and I, we can change the weather.
I can change the weather. Control weather's at 8th level, isn't it?
It is.
I have the spell control weather.
It would look suspicious if suddenly a big fog cloud appeared.
Yeah, but it's like zebras. It's obvious where a herd of zebras is. You can't tell the difference between the start of one zebra and then...
No, but they would be like, oh, there's no army coming that way, let's just attack the city. This is the thing, as soon as they realise they were bringing an army, they will begin firing on that position and the city. They will realise what we're doing is a distraction, they'll forget firing on the airship or whatever distraction, and they will then prepare for an attack.
What are the current weather conditions?
It's pretty cold, it's January, so rainy, windy, probably a bit of fog as well, early in the day.
No, that's all we need. All we need is to make it just a little bit more intense, which looks natural enough with the current weather
It
conditions.
would have to be everywhere. You have to create a fog enshrouds them, or they will realise this is probably a spell. They have our confirm and check as
The
well.
radius of the spell is 5
Within
miles.
5 miles.
How does that work for?
Of the
So
council, like 6 miles out.
Yeah, so it's not big enough.
the city is several miles wide as well. It's a big city.
Question: is the fog usually worse further inland?
No, it tends to be worse near the coast.
Dang it! I was thinking maybe our army
Cool.
could come out of the fog close enough, or have the fog sort of disguise our reinforcements long enough so that when you launch the airships, the trebuchets fire, they're at ease, and by the time they realise that our reinforcements are on them, it's way too late to adjust anything.
Potentially. But the fog is... I don't know.
It may not necessarily have to be fog.
Well, the conditions would also affect our troops. We don't want heavy rain and snow that would affect our troops.
How far apart are these?
About 4 to 6 miles, depending on the position.
Okay, I can run at 30 miles an hour if I need to. And they are...
I'll be very tired.
Well, that's with casting spells and stuff. That's dashing and things.
How affected by wind are these trebuchets?
Fairly. It would, again, make it more difficult for the fire, but we need high, very strong winds to have any real effect.
Can you do that?
Archimedes when you need it.
Can you do that?
You can make strong wind with control weather.
It's not a big enough radius though.
We hit a few of them, not all of them.
You could get a group of them.
It would help.
The death race is 6 second burst, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just one big blast.
No.
Nah, for one.
To be fair, some of them could be in a lie.
Yeah, it could be larger, look at
Death beam.
Get those, sorry.
it's 500 feet of the line.
It
Average
is
feet wide.
only a range 5 miles.
I thought it just goes on.
No, it has a... It didn't really matter. I've given it an...
That's different.
Always come from Westgate. This is the best way to do it though. How bad has the fog been the past few days in the morning?
Not too bad. Just a minor fog.
The last time we did this, we summoned dragon to
That's what they get the wand.
Sorry.
I mean, 3 more days and I could try something that could make it a very foggy day.
Just build it up and build it up and build it up.
No, I'm talking to divine intervention.
Oh.
Just make it foggy.
Thanks for the fog, eh?
At least not for the whole day, just for enough time for our reinforcements to
I just love this visual of it. I'm like, I've got something in 3 days.
120 feet minus.
And then literally he stands on the precipice of a building and claps his hands together to cast divine intervention. And the Branyamel's like, oh, this should be good. And then it just goes foggy. He's like,
It doesn't work. Shit.
Not what I expected.
Alternatively, rain holy fire down on all the trebuchets, but
60 times 4.
good. But you're not the god of fucking killing trebuchets.
It's 2.26 minutes.
no.
I feel like someone who doesn't have flavor.
Oh. Harness is the one for crafting, isn't he? Let's get in, let's go. Do divine intervention. Their trebuchets fall apart.
How long for? How long?
Could do an area, not all of them, an area.
Okay.
And just like calls up, hey, can you just get rid of all this crafting, please?
When you've got you cover nature, turn them into trees.
Revert them
4
back
times
to
18.
trees.
Oh, hang on. So
It's that classic. You have leather armor, you cast
hang
true
on.
res on the leather.
Now,
Have you never heard that meme?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm just wondering how long it would take you to run between all of them.
Oh, just an hour. Yeah.
Yeah,
More than that.
72 minutes.
No, just worked it out.
We've done the maths.
It was at the perimeter of the city. That's
They're,
not
they're 4 miles apart, right?
some more, some less. 4 to 6 at least.
Yeah.
So you're thinking more
Hold
than 70
What
minutes.
what's the diameter?
Don't care about the maths, it'll be more than 70 minutes for all.
Okay, that's fine. I was working out, it takes me about 4 or 5 minutes to run between each one. If I go very, very fast. Because I can go very, very fast.
Explain to me.
Well, I have a 75 feet movement speed.
Okay.
I can dash to make it 150 feet. And then,
He's stuck there again.
well, no, if I haste that, I'm going to be honest, I typed it into a D&D speed calculator. That calculates how fast you run over a distance.
And then
I'm just
I
trying to
worked
get an
out
idea.
how much that is, how long it would take to.
It's your game, so you can choose how things work, but I'm trying to get a rough idea of what I could do, and then I can
We
formulate a plan
have the
around that.
means to make another dough.
So it says that I run at roughly, with my speed that I do,
It would take a long time.
running at 150
The
feet.
thing is, the effects would end gradually. You
Oh.
can keep reducing that.
Yeah, so if I don't haste myself, I can run about 17 miles an hour, which is about right since I'm like
Yeah,
Centaur.
makes sense.
Which means that I can run the kind of 4 to 6 mile distance.
What's
which
your
I'm-
con?
18. So I'd have to do some checks
You have
probably
to
to keep up with
checks.
it. Just trying to work out if I could. I'm thinking how feasibly could I try and take out 3 within the space of a bunch of minutes or a couple.
Potentially.
That's just what I was thinking.
We've got some black powder with us again, haven't we?
Yeah.
We've always got walk around.
So
Anyway,
When-
that was just a little side thing.
when the reinforcements arrive, how many of those trebuchet groups could theoretically fire onto them?
All of them.
All of them?
Yeah.
Even the ones on the other side of the city?
They'll probably hit some people on city, but they wouldn't care. It would be less accurate, than they might miss, but they hit the sense otherwise.
I'm saying this is a bit into a mountain ones and like IJ and K won't be able to hit.
Oh, that's what I was thinking.
Also-
H might be able to.
I said if 3 at the bottom of the city, they wouldn't be able to, but they would just fire at the city because fuck it.
Also, goddamn, is no one ever heard of a fucking star fortress? I'm gonna invent.
We're not in that period yet.
I'm gonna invent them.
No, yeah. Have you tried sappers? Have you never? In medieval and early Renaissance siege warfare, sappers would literally be tunneling under the ground to on the offensive side to undermine the walls, on the defensive side to counter sap.
Maybe. They're not, because they haven't got the manpower to do that.
Fair enough.
How many trees left in the city?
Not many.
Okay.
What do you think?
Awaken
I
one.
couldn't cast Awaken. I'm just trying to think of literally anything.
Well, hold on, right,
Make
so-
treants.
The issue we're current because we have a reasonable distraction with the airships. We have you removing the navy and the docks of Gold Landing. I suppose the question is how quickly would that information get to them?
Fucking instantaneous.
Yeah, they have archons. They'll be able to send messages.
Okay.
It'll be like some asshole dragonborn just clapped his hands together and our entire fleet's fucking gone. We're fucked. I'm out. I'm teleporting away. Because
So,
that's what the archons will fucking
Yeah,
do.
they'll fuck off. They're gonna die.
okay, so Motus does that. Clap. Their fleet's gone. The docks are ruined. They have no way out. They
Time
have
to,
no way to get those spies.
franchise into those docks.
Their commander gets
Forward ducks.
that information. What is the first order he does?
Bomb the
Attack
city.
the city.
Attack the city with
Yeah.
everything they got.
Bombard it while the majority of our forces enter at one point and then murder everyone inside.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, hold up. So, all those trebuchets fire their first round.
Yeah.
How long does it take for them to reload?
Couple of seconds. So they're constantly loading and unloading.
Fire and volley.
They fire several volleys in 10 minutes. Maybe like, I'd say maybe 40 seconds to load each one. So that's at least 10 volleys in a minute. And they have supplies to constantly keep doing this for a good period of time.
Do you have anything that has a delayed trigger?
See, even-
the docks and just focus enough in here.
Yeah, but if they get back to those
You
ships,
said
they
something
have
about
the
the
manpower to
delayed
do it
trigger
again.
on every single station
We
when
need to
you run
track them
around.
on this continent.
Distance between here
The time
and
the
Gold
delay
Landing.
between each thing.
About-
I could make something
How long would it? Was it quite a
Days
while?
travel.
day and a half
Yeah, what, up about
to make stuff. Half a
maybe
depending on
a
how
week or so by
I'm generally
horse.
cracking things.
Right, so if they're all charging back, we can wait a day, recharge the
It's got a 25% chance that it will never work again.
And it just shatters.
That fleet needs to go.
It's basically, it could work again, but let's assume it's not going to work.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing. Even with your airship distraction, they're gonna fire towards the airships, but they're not gonna care if they hit the city. They're just gonna keep firing and firing and firing and firing. It's effectively the same thing as them getting the information of Gold's Landing being destroyed and thinking, well, we may as well take this city.
It is, but
Unless
they
you
have to change where they're aiming. They have to recalibrate their shots, add something in the air. It takes them a few minutes to do that, to reposition and fire.
So that's
That is what would then they would have to do that again to fire in city, and then again to fire on our troops.
We don't have a
It would give us time to approach without being hit by volleys, and then they can't, if they're close enough, they can't fire them at short range.
right, we need the reinforcements to be in position so that they
Yes,
can.
that's what I've been saying for fucking days, Dan. I've thought about all this, believe it or not. Thank you. Kind of stands up. First time in a while. Kind of puts it down and drink it. And then he kind of walks over towards one of the windows and just kind of stares out.
We don't have anyone that has the ability to tunnel, right?
Can
Not the
Harris
time.
destroy matter?
You create. I mean, the mech could. It's only a 10 to 420 foot line once per day.
So,
That's not much.
Callie
Callie has
to be able to
troll
get Monk Earth.
Get 10 top.
Is that a cantrip?
don't put that red
Well,
button
that
on it.
is,
Do you know who would have something?
Never stop
He does that.
Yeah, but
You could just get demons, the devils just dig.
yeah,
You must just claw away.
yeah, but I've
What do they
already
want
given
now?
him so much.
Yeah, I know. He's giving you so much back.
I can gain access to the cantrip.
We have a
Monk
good
Earth.
relationship.
Yeah,
It works, yeah.
I'm telling you.
No one's been shortchanged in this relationship.
No, the thing is, campaign 2, Moses just lives in hell.
Oh, yeah, sure.
He's just there.
Sully's will be doing his own thing. Yeah, it'd be great.
Yeah.
Well, forward to that shit.
No, I cannot dig a tunnel with mold earth. That'll take far too long.
Yeah, it's only small.
It could polymorph into something that could.
Yeah.
Could.
Can you polymorph into anything that's really, really big?
Yes,
A huge giant
whale.
crab.
Like, no, okay, not a whale, but
Whale.
Like, what's the biggest thing you can, like,
Is a whale not big enough for you?
yeah, but they're not going to shoot at a whale.
A dinosaur.
I've got down.
Just
It's
here.
another threat for them to aim at.
I can transform into a T-Rex, but they kill me very quickly.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, I'm not icy.
Thanks.
But yeah, but only,
Mechanics
if
question.
they're aiming
Yeah.
at you, they're not aiming at the city.
If I was wearing cheese
Not
braids,
something big
Uh-huh.
enough to draw.
activated the
18
rage,
ballistas.
Mhm.
they got
No, it
turned
wouldn't
into a
be 18,
T-Rex,
it'd be
would
a
that
few.
still do that damage reduction?
You're technically still raging.
Yeah. That's cool.
I could be a raging T-Rex.
You could be a raging
Yeah.
T-Rex.
Yeah, and take half damage.
Alright. How much time does it take for them to recalibrate?
A couple of moments. Maybe no. Sorry.
Is it in
Minutes.
minutes?
About a few minutes, maybe 5 minutes. Or
5 minutes. So, you
maybe
launch.
maybe 10 for depending on from aiming in the air to aiming to our forces were about 10 minutes to recalibrate that shot.
What about aiming at the city to aiming at the airships?
Probably about 5 minutes.
Okay, so you send the airships off. They start recalibrating. We have 5 minutes. At say 4.5 minutes, you destroy Gold Landing and their fleet. Then they're like, I mean, do we think they'll then
Refloat.
be like, screw it, let's target the city instead of the airships?
Yes, they would just give 5 minutes.
So it would take
Then
another 5 minutes for
Well, it would
them.
take 5 minutes from air to city, and then 5 minutes from city to ground.
It would.
Imagine it's kind of going like this, and then like this. That motion's 10 minutes. That's 5 minutes. That's 5 minutes. That would be about 10 minutes.
I imagine the optimal time to destroy Gold's Landing. I can't believe I just said that sentence.
Well,
Would be.
the dock when their naval force.
Oh, I
not the entire
apologize.
city.
I believe the optimal time to destroy the dock would be once our forces are already in range, which would cause them panic and chaos in what to do next.
I agree.
Or we destroy the dock, and then have our troops attack.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes, I mean already dealt with the trebuchet problem. Dealt, not quite the right word.
Go to work as well.
I think we are saying the same plan in a
Yes, I
different way.
understand. Yes.
If our troops arrive and they're not coalesced, then it will be much easier for our troops.
Yes.
Are there any kind of caverns in this area?
Not really, no. And the ones that are resistant flooding. Many tunnels, the sewer system in Fields Rock had flooded because of the damage to the dam and the lower city.
Is it worth using them for just for the next few hours when this happens?
If one of them tunnels floods, anyone in there will drown. We know what tunnels are flooded, what tunnels haven't.
Just thinking, giving people the option to
It's not an option I want to give people.
measure their own risks.
Yeah, it's not happening.
You mean the civilians?
In the nice way possible, it's not the people's decision how they survive this fight. They go where I tell them to go. Yeah. I'm not risking, maybe go in there and maybe drown. I'm not giving them that choice.
That makes sense.
Is it correct to say that effectively the Empire has only one way into the city at this moment?
Yes, unless they can get attacked by the air. But the only way in is through the one gate. It's also our only way out. Again, we can deal with the Empire, but we lose that gate, we're still stranded in the city. We need an exit point anyway to get out of the city to return to Cyrodilia. Some of us can teleport, yes, but there are hundreds of thousands of people in here. We can't teleport that many people.
That's not the
Not
idea.
safely to
That-
Cyrodilia.
That's not the idea I'm going with.
If they
You
got
can-
into the city, how much forces would they realistically put into it?
All they're fighting for, they would have some outside, but most of them, at least on the initial siege, most.
And they're watching the city.
I like to say yes.
Here's what my thought is. You can fix a bunch of our forces at that one gate.
Yes.
We don't need forces.
You don't. Yeah, but
Effectively, if you, let's say you make a show of strength at that gate, that's going to force them to keep a lot of their forces there. That's forces they can't use anywhere else.
They have a fighting force already at the gate.
I know, but
And we don't have the fighting force in the city to withstand that attack.
hold on, let me get my thought out. You make some big show of force at that gate.
Yes.
they then, regardless of whatever else is happening outside of the city, outside of their encampment, they have to keep a significant force there.
Yes.
That's my point.
They have a significant force there already.
How fast
Yeah,
can
but
Alpha
you
destroy
can
yourself?
keep them there.
I
How
understand
fast
what
are
you're saying.
they?
That forces isn't moving anywhere. That is
How
the main
fast
chunk
are
of their
they?
forces.
Oh, pretty fast.
Now, one of two things will
Depends
happen.
on what it is.
Either they will murder all the other people there, and they'll stay where they are, or they will retaliate and fire on the city.
You misunderstand.
I don't misunderstand.
No,
you
no,
don't
no,
understand
no,
the
no.
concept there.
No.
You're suggesting we do a big show of force to keep the army that is there, correct?
When our reinforcements arrive, because what is stopping them from taking? Because they probably know that.
You're misunderstanding. The forces that are there, they won't engage in the fight initially. Our forces are coming from the west.
Yes.
The forces near the west gate and on the outside of the city will form one big line or several units. This force will stay where it is as one unit guarding this gate anyway. Our forces won't engage this unit until the front area has been dealt with.
I have an idea. Stupid. But that gate, they won't be expecting it, but they'll know it. We have a recipe for the napalm.
Right.
Yeah,
It's flammable.
it's very flammable.
Yeah. We could do it.
I'm making the point. If they get into the city,
If they're into the city, yes, I suggest we use it. But using it before they're in the city, that is our only exit. That is bad to a crit, but fire erupts. We are then trapped in the city. That is bad.
then yes, I know.
If we had the other gate, I would definitely suggest just bombarding or sacrifice the gate. We can get out another way. The other gate we can't use.
We can make a bridge to the other gate.
You know the gate is underwater.
Yeah, you make a bridge over to the top of the wall and then down.
Is this bridge going to be able to allow 100,000 people to cross it?
I'm not entirely sure. It depends what Harris can do.
It's a bit weak.
Yeah, okay.
I would rather not risk people trying to go over that bridge when there's a safe bridge exit we can use.
That makes sense.
It's too much of a risk. There's old injured. We're trying to get them up and over the city
Yeah.
walls and then back down.
That makes sense.
If someone falls, then
Sploosh.
yes,
That's cold water.
that freezing cold water is.
Do we don't have a way of tunneling these people out, do we?
What can you polymorph do?
Quite a lot.
Anything that has a...
What if we use the dragons to attack the
I think
Empire troops
giant
at the
bombs
Eastgate
would probably be a
while
thing.
this?
During this conversation, because I feel like this is going to be more fun if we do this way, it's like spin off. Click and Harris are going to grab a small pack of soldiers and they're going to try to find Clarina and the missing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're going to go off and do that. And then,
What if we have the dragons attack the Empire soldiers at the Eastgate while
No, we
the
need,
reinforcement?
what we need to do is get our vulnerability eradicated. Which I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but the people are our vulnerability.
they are our biggest weakness, not to the CHS. The fact that there are civilians and injured here, that is how they are keeping the knife on our throat. That is our downfall. We had an army of healthy soldiers. We just charge out the gate. The injured are our weakness. It's siege 101. Boxes in with nowhere to go and injured and need to leave. Either we surrender or they attack.
Just seeing what you can...
I'm not one for surrendering.
I have a thought, but I don't think anyone in this room is going to be happy about it. I've not tested what this shark can do. But what if the city was mine?
Oh, I think
That's the whole thing is your area.
It would have to be mine.
I get what you're saying. It's not up to us though.
I don't know how this item works, but the city is owned by guilds. You have to get every single guild lord to agree,
I know.
and to be honest, they probably won't.
I know.
Once they were profiting from this war.
Yes, probably.
Unless, no, oh my god, no, he wouldn't be able to do that. It wouldn't officially be yours. I mean, no, not even going to suggest such a thing. It also belongs to the queen.
Yes.
You'd have
That's
to
the
be
queen.
king, but I don't think she would. That wouldn't really.
This
I
shark.
don't think she would. Should rob the city band, to be honest. Yeah, beliefs.
This item allows me to set 3 laws of the land in a place of mine. That is mine. A lair. A complex. But I could.
The walls.
Yeah. It's just a thought process.
Who owns the walls?
The city, which is owned by the guild.
It's just a thought process. But if we have 3 laws in place that we can all agree to inside the city, we could have that advantage.
Everyone in this area gains 1 HP per round. Stop the civilians dying.
And the area is too. The city is too big for that.
I could most likely set a law that most of the structures are, like, they basically can't be put down. If I did that, I could thunderclap over this fucking city and put everyone on the ground.
I would think it would take longer than you have resources to be able to get that approved.
Yeah, I
It would
know.
take weeks
Yeah,
to
I know.
convince the guild, you've got like 10 days until everyone's like, we're gonna die.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking outside the box.
Good.
Does anyone know an earth elemental?
I don't think I've
Do.
met an elemental.
No. Fire and air, yes, but air, no.
We did have a druid.
Try and make some
Yeah, acid
friends.
row.
Let me see.
Look, I'm trying to wean myself after making planar powers, like deals with them.
I was just thinking, if I ask Illis if he has an earth elemental that he is aware of that might be willing to
Um,
stick
Nah,
us.
he wouldn't.
Also, elementals of opposite things generally don't like each other.
Yeah.
We're more likely to tell them that Illis is trying to do this and then he does what we want in response. But that's about it.
Yeah, they're not big fans of each other. We're always trying to war.
I feel like someone owes us a fucking favour that would help, and it's sitting in my mind. I just don't know who.
That's one I hate.
Any of our planar allies? Anyone on the plane of fire?
No, the Sultan basically went had these things, but somebody owes us. I fucking know they do.
Who's got our list of allies? Someone sat down and wrote them down.
I don't have that list.
I did at one point with some on PC.
I can list allies too.
As in fix that hardware.
I'll put Catherine here and go. Clarina's that way and she clears the walls.
So you've got Gactus, Erwin, the Grand General, the Army of Adenheim, Yofield, Galleon, Rent Assembly, Cassius, Cathra, Clarina, Illushria, Shea, some of the Canis, Prince Hefborn, the Giant of them, Mandor, Citadel, Illus, Leah, Silver Cresh, the Sultan as a fella, not as a group, Gordax, Crooks, Lady Moraine, Angren, Coldor Keep, Smork, the Tier Orcs, Cromwell Harthy. With the set allies you've got.
This is a big pain for you. This one missing, I can't see it.
Oh, best cast dragons as well, you know.
I don't think so. I think it's just really difficult. Like, the people in charge are smart. They've made it hard.
Yeah.
You don't have yet.
Well, further into the city, is that as bombarded as?
Yeah, the entire city is.
Well, yeah. So just so our issue right now is how do we get the civilians to safety so that we
The
can.
only thing to be right at the minute is we've got 3 used to be and send them to the Illis to get them out of the way.
I've got a
We don't have a fucking clue what that 10th level is.
Nope.
I mean, everyone knows we have it.
I'm against risking it.
You have the elimination fly just yet.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to read around on 10th level spell.
Well, not at that point, yeah. Maybe when Calisius in the final fight with Balin, and you're just like, blah 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 blah. Reset the universe. Oh. Calisius like, fucking goddamn.
10th level slurpy bobs.
Because I think our idea to distract the trebuchets with the airships, then distract them with destroying Gold's Landing, and then our reinforcements being, I think that's a sound idea.
It is a sound idea, I'm not against it. I'm just trying to mitigate losses because as soon as
Yeah.
I know something's up, they're going to fire into the city.
Mm.
What we need is a coordinated attack.
From the most
And I could do it for Dr. Pepper if someone could pass one over.
From the most
Thank you, Caroline.
coordinated people.
So the top level of the city
Mm-hmm.
is, what was it called?
It's called Eagle's Peak. It's a big dock basically. There's a few small buildings there. I mean like offices and stuff. Probably where the governor lives. His or the representative here. He would live there. But it's mainly just a bunch of docks. A few warehouses as well.
There's nothing underneath there, is there?
No, again the city's not built like a mountain. It's kind of just
No.
built itself up and up and up.
Yeah, okay.
So there's just probably support and
Would
structure.
it,
There's a big hill.
so let me,
Okay.
just so I'm aware of sort of the power scaling, would a single dragon be able to take out all 3 trebuchets at the same time?
An adult dragon, yes.
Not a dragon.
I'd say a young would probably take one each. Just to take out the trebuchet and the forces with it.
Yeah.
Like a dragon could just burn all the trebuchets, but then they're still with the nothing will be done to the armies, which then would mean
Yeah.
they're just walking into the city.
That might be a good play though, to begin with. Someone goes around burning all the trebuchets just in a big ring and then fight the forces.
15 dragons and 8
I can do that.
How many dragons do you have?
I mean, I'm a big fucking dragon.
Well, yours isn't really
Yeah.
fire, yours is blast. The fire would be better.
Yeah, but how many dragons do we have?
Go up Vixiter as well.
Hmm?
Go up Vixiter as well.
Yeah.
Like this is the one time below when everyone comes. They're waiting
Mhm.
at this moment.
We got a lot. We
I
got
also have a
14,
question.
I think.
14 plus Vixiter. So
Do we know
Well,
any...
I can summon 13.
Oh, so you can for one use basically this one time. They'll all come when you blow it because they're waiting for you. This is what you're.
Yeah.
They're waiting to help you with this. In the future, when you blow it, it's just a roll to see what you get.
Are they all adults?
Some adults, some young, one ancient.
Okay, so
Yeah.
2 ancients.
Could you-
Vixiter.
let me know specifically what you have. I mean,
Alright, I've got this here.
Do we know any creatures that would be helpful to this? On Material Plane, Shadowfell, Mechanus, Abyss,
Yeah.
Limbo, or Carcerai?
So you've got 10 young dragons, 6 adult, 1 ancient, and Vixiter.
And we can get one of additional adult dragon. Got a potion of Dragon's Majesty from
Or 10 to 1 of you into a dragon.
One lasts for an hour.
Adult dragon, is it?
That would be very cool.
Adult
Yes,
dragon.
alright.
So each adult can take out 3.
I was thinking, so each trebuchet group has 3 trebuchets in it?
Oh,
Yeah, they vary, but average is about 3.
Right.
Chain mirror
So
emission,
could
that's
one young dragon take all 3 of the...
One can take 1 encampment card.
One young could take an encampment
Yeah.
out. Okay, that works.
I'll do that so that makes it easier.
That...
I'd say an adult can take out 2 encampments.
No, she's
I'm talking about in one single
Oh, in
moment.
like one. Well, because rounds aren't going to be the same as 6-second rounds. It'll be like we'll do a mass combat kind of round. For it.
Yeah.
But in like one basically action turn, the young can just come in, take it out. And adult can take out 2 of them, and then the agent can do 3. Vixter can do. I'll say 3 as well.
That makes sense.
She has other abilities, but I'll say she can do 3 as well.
And I can do 2.
You can do 2.
But you're going to be at Gold Standing.
I can teleport that.
You
That's,
can...
that's all of them, right?
Someone
And just
with the
count
potion
it out.
D2 as well.
So
No, it's just a case of the main force. But the problem is that our reinforcements are the other side of the city then.
From what I understand, the issue is the fucking trebuchets. If the trebuchets are gone, they are just manpower.
2 armies against each other.
One very large army against a weakened army, but you have 3 dragons.
Oh, we can have like a Jon Snow moment.
Captain Kara. Stand roller.
What does
On
the
your left.
main besieging force have any other siege equipment apart from the trebuchet?
People have like
Yeah.
battering rams, a few portable blisters, but nothing as significant that do sieging. as
And a
much.
dragon could probably take all. Well, the
I
risk
need to-
there is you're getting probably close to high Archon.
I have a
Yeah.
strange request.
Also, they'd be scattered around more. That besiege perimeter.
Yeah.
Probably have to be more.
I have a strange
What's that,
request.
If we didn't put Vixter against the trebuchets and sent them at like the Empire's main force, how much would be able to take out of that?
She could do a fair bit, but she would be basically. In I'd say she can do maybe half a force. So we'll say.
You've also got your
What's what happened is when we kind of start
We do.
the
Well, that's
combat,
fine.
guys. When we start like a combat, there'll be 4 basically main sections. She can just deal with half one of the main sections. No, actually, Victor, she can deal with one of the main sections because she's ancient, she's powerful.
Yeah.
So she can deal with like basically one big group, and that'll basically be half the entire combat just fighting them. So she can put up a good fight against them. And then the armies also can deal with because your army can split, and then and the army.
I'm gonna ask for a really weird request. I need something from Gold's Landing. Something from the port.
You have something from you teleport from the port. I think you teleport from the port last time, so you've got like a stone.
You took a trophy.
Oh, you're within time?
Admiral Caravan as a trophy.
He's not from Gold Wonder.
We have dragons left over.
Yes. You can send them.
Following that
Have them straight for the army.
So mapping out how many dragons use per numbers using 3 ancients.
You've got one. You've got 2 ancients.
Got 2 ancients.
Well, you've got
Apologies.
1 ancient and Vixter.
Okay,
All I'm
sorry.
saying is, like, I do have Radiant Breath, but I can also cast spells in it, and I have a lot of fucking fireballs.
Three, so 2 inches.
So, assuming that
Two groups of 3,
we're working at this out with the Grand General.
yeah.
On the day that this happens,
You could fight in the middle of there.
well, I mean, of the fit forces you have in the city, how long, if the main sieging army decides, they see all the trebuchets, or they decide, right, we may as well go for it.
Just saying.
How long do you think you guys could hold out for?
And a few hours, at most. That is if we're lucky.
How long? Probably take more than that for the reinforcing army.
It takes about a day and a half for them to march here.
Well, once they're here to get around to the other side of the city.
They're moving pretty quickly, so I'd say maybe like an hour for them to get into the city.
We don't need them to get into the city. We just need to
Well,
sandwich.
they would be in the city, so they'd have to get in to help us fight. Or they would meet enemies at the gates.
Well, sandwich between a rock and a hard place.
Yes, but
They outnumber us.
They outnumber, yes, even before reinforcement, they still outnumber us by a lot. They also have to get past all the encampments to get in.
When this happens, it is going to be a fucking gigantic fight regardless.
Yeah, mass combat, something like that.
So using both ancients and all 6 adults, we can take out all of the trebuchets.
If you use Vic to take out a trebuchet, she won't
Not-
be able.
Not Vixen.
She only got 1 ancient. You've got 2 ancient total, 1 Ben's Vixer.
What?
Why you
That's
said
not what
3
you
a second
said.
ago.
It is. It is what he said.
Let me double check.
I'm sorry, unless I just
So
really
you
misheard.
have 10 young dragons,
Yeah.
6 adult, 1 ancient.
Okay.
And then
And-
Vixer, keep her separate because she's ancient, but she has a few extra abilities.
Okay, I apologise. Let me just work it out again.
We must have both mistaken.
18 in total dragons, but 17 not on special.
No, it's fine. Yeah. It's alright. We can still do it. Just be.
Oh, the fact they're going to be like, so they've been engaged at Eagles Rock, and then just like 6 seconds later, Thunderclap, and it's like, what the fuck was that? And then I'm back at this battle.
Step back. Oh,
All right. Here's the question:
Gives me too much.
Does the is there a central command structure for that main besieging
Might be.
force? Is there a central command structure for that besieging force, like as
there'll be a central point where, you know,
where a general is?
they're down
and-
here.
yeah, they're probably in that area, in the middle of that, near what, just kind of below J.
Yeah.
In that general area, where they're probably in the middle of.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm gonna need to borrow the app.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
So if we use 1 ancient, all of the adults, and 3 young dragons, we can remove all of the trebuchets, but none of the opposing forces, the manning trebuchets.
The main,
Going by that.
the main
You-
young just have not actually engage in the fight physically, just fly above and fire breath to the army.
We can try and take out some of the army on an approach or something like that to get our army in and down this.
Well, they're
way.
going to come directly from directly west.
They're coming
Yeah.
They're
from
coming
the.
from there.
Straight away from this.
Straight down.
Oh, that's west.
Is
Oh my
the
god,
is
sorry,
the app
this is
small
why
enough?
I've been so
Is
confused.
the app small enough to fit in the back of Holden?
The app is this big.
You can just hold them.
Okay. No, but that's not the point. It's each creature.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah,
I can just be like, okay, getting ready. Sorry, bag of holding. Beep boop. Time to go.
I can give DF orders to listen to you.
Yeah, he's going to
so-
need to.
So what? The army's coming from here.
Yeah, directly west of them.
Yeah. So, we can remove all the trebuchets.
Here's the question. Remove all the trebuchets, the troops are still there, what are they going to do once the trebuchets are destroyed? They're probably
They'll
going
fall
to...
into line.
Not there.
Well,
The dragons are destroying the troops at the trebuchets.
No.
I thought that.
The dragons join trebuchets.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they
this
need the
is
trebuchets.
Yeah,
just them
but yeah-
destroying the trebuchets.
Right.
I would imagine that without an external army coming, they would just join the main besieging force, right?
We have
They would see your army coming.
Vixador.
Right.
They would see the army coming. The only way you can do it is you're going to hit the trebuchets, but they're going to notice your army coming. Otherwise, your army's going to be too far out for them.
Right.
to
Yeah.
notice.
Basically,
It has to be timed perfectly. So they're going to know they've got to form into groups, but then they'll be forming into groups to fight the army, not attacking the city.
But...
Yeah.
So-
Basically, guys.
Yep.
Basically, guys. What it is we take care of the trebuchet. They're gonna form up, and it's going to be a fucking battle.
That's when the
Yeah.
combat starts.
So-
and then at that point, all shit is regard.
Providing it's timed right, and I have a check for
Yeah.
this. It could be your army arrives too early, their army tries too late. There are factors, but the whole game plan is to fit one type of to do this to make it work the best you can, to have an equal chance. They will arrive as the tribulation is being attacked. They'll be like, fuck it, we need to form up now. The tribulation is gone, and then they'll form up.
So this was going to be my next question. How close does the Grand General reckon we could get a reinforcing army to the battlefield before they spot them?
Not super close.
Not super close.
So, as soon as they spot them,
Yeah.
they're going to be in striking distance one another. It's kind of like a hill they're going to come over,
Right.
and then I kind of see them
Okay.
on the hill.
Okay. So then, here's the thing: the trebuchet crews farther on the east side. It's going to take some time for them to get around.
Well, they go to different positions. They're not going to join one
Yes.
line. They will split off into like 4 different, basically smaller units, and then those units will go to wherever they're all.
Yeah, I think there's a miscommunication. Yes, they are going to form when
Yeah.
that happens.
It's not going to form one huge army. It's going to be 4 smaller groups.
That's an advantage for us because their
Then you've
army
got
is going to
split
be
your army up.
piecemeal.
It's still going to be more than your army.
Yeah.
But that's the thing in military.
I get where you're coming from.
like
Let me just say it one more time. Their army is going to split into 4 small armies.
yeah.
Those 4 small armies are probably a tiny bit smaller than your whole army.
Oh.
Yes.
You have
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
You've got very
Right.
little soldiers left. You've probably got, after you've got 1.5 armies, they're going to be able to form 3 armies out of
Oh,
their no,
all this
no.
time I was thinking that
No.
the main besieging force was the size of our reinforcements. and then all,
No. The
Right.
besieging
Okay.
force is the size of the Vadenheim army.
Right.
You guys
okay.
have less than half that active army. You've got obviously soldiers left, but a lot of them are injured in Cyrodiil, a lot are injured in Gold Landing, a lot are dead. So the army you have inside Gold Landing is enough to deal with one of the groups, and the
Right.
the reinforcements are enough to probably deal with 2 of the groups.
Okay.
There is still
that,
a large army that's
Nah.
going to be unaffected.
that I was misunderstanding the size of the
Drop some of the dragons
So-
on the last battle.
Vixida can handle 1 group, not the whole fight, but enough to basically deal with
and we
it.
have some young dragons spare.
They can join combats. They'll help. They're
Yeah,
very
so
useful.
when the trebuchets are gone, the adults and the other young just go around and
Yeah,
We-
I will have them as bonuses to
Yeah.
combat.
So
Um,
go on.
Okay, so what would have happened? So just I suppose hear me out a second. When they see the army marching towards them,
Yep.
they start to move their trebuchets to
Mhm.
fire on them.
Yep.
Right, but they're not going to expect us to suddenly then destroy all their trebuchets.
Probably not.
So we can just use our army as that kind of distraction that we
Yeah.
need. Whatever.
Yeah, that's the
Destroy the trebuchets as close to the point in time where they'd be ready to fire. So then, like,
Yeah.
oh crap, and then our army's a lot closer, and they have
But
less
what
time.
I'm
to
saying is,
see-
if you launch the airship, they'll be focused on taking that thing out, which gives you a bit more time for the army to get a bit closer,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and then take them out.
So
Yeah.
question: if they are
Taking the cannon sec.
if they are seeing an army coming, thinking they can destroy it or whatever,
Mhm.
Will they start mobilising their forces near the gate to go and fight that army then?
No.
The gate will then attack the city.
The gate stuff will then attack
Not
the
all
city.
of them, but a large group. Enough to be a fighting force.
Even if they
will hit the
didn't,
city.
even if they didn't know their trebuchets were going to be destroyed.
Yeah.
Okay, that's just
Because there's that many of them, they can send basically
Yeah.
half one of their units to attack the city,
That makes sense.
and they still have a large fighting force that can join anywhere else. In the
That's just what I wanted to
Yeah,
get
no,
rid
that's
of.
serious
Carol?
disadvantage.
No, do your first.
So I have a proposal then for the order of operations.
Okay.
Send the distraction air balloons, wait for the trebuchets to almost get into position, then destroy Gold Landing. They'll then start to
The
move
docks.
back.
Destroy the whole
Destroy
city.
the docks.
Fuck the docks.
They'll then start to attack the city, which is then another 5 minutes. And then during this time, the army has started marching forward, just as they're aiming up at the balloon,
Mhm.
and they're nearly ready to hit them. Concurrently, destroy Gold's Landing, and get the army to march into sight.
Yep.
So that then either start to aim for the city, 5 minutes, or aim for the army, 10 minutes. We wait for that to happen. We allow the army to approach just before the trebuchets get into range of being able to hit the army.
Mhm.
Dragons.
You
That
are the one that
gives-
can blow the horn.
Yeah.
So you'll have to basically get back and blow the horn.
That
Yeah.
gives motors 10 minutes to get back to the city, which
Well,
It's
it'll
plenty
only
of
take
time.
them 5 minutes to aim at the balloon from where they currently are.
yes, but it'll take destroying the Gold Landing happens
You wouldn't
when the
need
trebuchets
to-
are here.
Yeah, I mean, you also wouldn't need to worry about that extra time because as soon as they're aiming at the top, the dragon can destroy before they can even start aiming somewhere else.
But my point is,
Gets the army closer.
it gets the army closer. So the army's a
Yeah,
lot
I mean,
closer before.
Yeah, it's not going to be much closer, but it will get them closer. It's not going to
10 minutes is not nothing in a fast march.
it's not going to affect anything going into the combat
Okay.
just because they're already going to be in range.
So how long?
So as soon as they come over that hill, they're in range. Technically, actually, that would be worse because they'd have to approach the city quicker, which means
Why would they need to approach?
because if you're going, so if they're going, if you're sending them in while the thing's still up.
It adds time for them. It gives them more time to get there. Because the trebuchets need to turn all the way back round, which you said takes 10 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, again, that wouldn't. Well, as soon as you bring the dragons in, that's when like the army wants to be there. So, so if you destroy the trebuchets, you don't need them to worry about 10 extra time. I know what you mean, but I'm trying to figure out how to explain it. Once they start firing,
Mm-hmm.
that's when the army needs to basically be about to come over, because otherwise they're going to be 10 minutes back. So if the trebuchets were up firing, you're saying the army got another 10 minutes to get closer.
I don't think you are.
No, you're not.
I
you're
get
not. I don't think you
So
are.
explain to me one more time. Explain one more time.
So, the way that I'm putting it is the
Mhm.
trebuchets never get a chance to fire on the target
Mhm.
at all before they are destroyed.
Mhm.
So let's have, this is the city,
Yeah.
this is the airships,
Yeah.
and this is the army. So, city, airships, army.
Yeah.
Launch the airships, trebuchet change from the city to the
Mhm.
airships. Before they get here, blow Gold's Landing,
Yeah.
and the army come into sight at the same time.
That is going to up a certain roll for that, because that's going to have to be to the second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which brings my point. We all have watches.
You have watches.
Oh yeah, so I'll make them.
30,000 people don't have watches.
I can get but
Commander of the army. Just
Again,
send a watch with a messenger.
but again, you're bringing it down to the second, which is going to make it more difficult.
Just keep going with your.
Okay.
Keep going. I know what you mean, but I'm going to have to factor this in. I know I'm going to have to factor this
So
in.
they see the army. They
Yeah.
either aim for the city,
Yeah.
which is 5 minutes, or they aim for the army,
Mhm.
which is 10 minutes.
Yeah.
During this time, this army has ended up 10 minutes closer.
Mhm.
Does not have to travel so far to engage.
Yeah.
Just before they get the chance to fire off, so maybe give it a minute or two
Mhm.
before they're in position. Bring down the dragons. Destroyed.
Well, what the Grand General will say would be is, as soon as you see the army approaching and the trebuchets are out of range, they'll abandon firing and then confront the army. They won't bother to try and spend 10 minutes moving the cannons, they'll just go straight to combat. And they will leave the trebuchets to do it themselves while the army engages. So the forces,
Aye.
so the forces that are there at the encampment would move to attack the army. The trebuchet people working the trebuchets wouldn't have. The army would engage each other while they're still in the trebuchets.
Okay.
So they only need 4 people to man the
It's the
trebuchets.
guarding forces.
So the
that
soldiers are
takes-
gonna, which is why it comes down to the second,
That makes
because
sense.
if they're a minute late or a minute early, that gives the trebuchets more time to turn. It gives them more time to prepare because they can just stay where they are. They don't have to form a line as much quickly. They've got more time to form a line. So if it comes down to the second, there's a higher chance that if they're too quick, they'll be like, oh, well, we're going to just move these a tiny bit, let's not moving them back. Or, oh, let's form up now. Or, okay, let's now hit the city instead. If it comes down to the second, it gets a lot more difficult. If they're too quick, they can just stop firing the city because it's quicker to aim it back down. Or if they're too slow, they'll be able to hit the thing and move back, and then be like, oh, we can now move over here. So we'll add another set of, not another set of rules, but another, and change their like roles slightly.
I can deal with Gold London in under a minute.
You can do it. Nick.
How long does it take?
12 seconds.
Yeah.
18.
18. You need to action blow the horn, action teleport, action. 24 seconds from Gold Land to Dragons.
I could also action surge.
Question.
Yeah, so 18
That's-
seconds.
How long does it take the dragons to get here?
They're instantaneous.
It's
Through
a-
magic, they'll just appear.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It's a, yeah.
It is a
It's a
teleport.
whole, I'm like
clap,
fiery
teleport.
portals appear and then they show up.
What do we think?
There's a thing where,
So cool.
just to see how it works. You can summon the dragons. How do they know what to do?
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Motus, you'll be able to basically give them a command and blow the horn.
Right.
Or you'll be able to basically command, you can telepathy speak to Vixida, who will then just shout at them all.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like, I'm probably can fucking sit there and have a conversation. Like,
You also have, you have like telepathy, don't you? So
I have a mouse.
the range of it.
Yeah, that telepathy is 60 feet. But I have a bunch of sending scrolls and I
You
can
can also
already-
shout at your
Oh, I forgot about Motus. Yeah, you're doing other stuff.
Yeah.
What size
You can also
dragon
shout
are you?
at the park.
Yeah. It's more the fact that I bring firepower in terms of being a sorcerer,
Yeah.
and I'm also an adult, so I could probably get rid of it. Like I have right now the ability to cast a lot of fireballs in a firestorm. That's gonna fuck up a trebuchet.
Yeah.
So it's like I can deal with one section, but that's the thing. So it is literally me blowing horn, teleporting away because it's on Diep's turn, so I don't need to teleport.
sure.
Finding the right place to clap my fucking hands together, then come back. That scene of me clapping my fucking hands together is gonna be
And no one's going to see it.
no, it's just gonna be me. But the thing is,
Like 12 Archons.
no, the thing is, what's gonna be more fucked up?
I don't know what happens, Archons.
What's more fucked up is I'm gonna then teleport away and then hear my own thunderclap. So it's just gonna arrive and then like a minute later just
Moses is going to learn that the speed of sound is a thing.
Okay. So
he already knows.
let me see if I've got this straight. As soon as they see the army, they're going to start forming up.
Yeah.
Okay. As soon as they hear that Gold Landing is destroyed, they're gonna retaliate.
In some way, shape or form. Probably in the city.
They're going to charge.
So we need
So
to
here,
shore up
here's
the
my,
defences.
but they won't necessarily, if they don't see another army, form up.
And each other.
Potentially, maybe.
Mm.
That's a question that you don't know the answer to.
Mm.
Because they could be, well, hang on. Good on, so they can either be thinking like, oh, we need to attack the city, or are they going to be more like attack the city, or is there someone else coming?
Oh my god.
And now it comes down to a decision
Oh my
from
god. I've done this
general
once
resolve.
before. Hang on.
You've done what once before?
Hang on, I'm just hanging on, my brain's
'Cause my-
Matt, how big is the gate?
About, I reckon 30 feet.
Okay.
Used to fit. No, 20 feet. Used to fit car right through.
And also,
How
people
big
are
can you
gonna
make
see
them
it.
fabricate?
Oh no, it's better than you.
And also, people are gonna see it in Gold London. It's just gonna be the civilians that are still there. They're just gonna watch that port fucking evaporate like Jean Grey in the fucking end of X-Men 3.
So
It's gonna be that.
It is something
I-
not many people realise they can do with a spell.
I
Let me just
where
check
is
what's
this
going
stuff?
Huh?
I don't like where this is going.
Sorry, I've done this
Alright.
once before in a different campaign. What? What's
Oh, you're kidding! I can do that too. I can help with
I
that.
can't, but someone else can. Just let me. And I'm trying to get people's hopes up. Let me just see if it'll work.
All I'm saying is, campaign 2, there's going to be a lot of war rules.
Oh yeah.
There's going to be a lot of laws against it.
So we don't know when they hear about Gold's Landing, the report of Gold Landing's destruction,
How long does it take to
the
do that?
trebuchets, if they're aiming up at the airships, they're probably going to then switch back to aiming them down at the city. That takes about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Harris can cast it, can't she?
We don't know
I
whether
don't
they
know if
would
it's ritual
still
or-
form up or not at that point, regardless of whether there's an army. Assuming that they don't yet know that there's the Vanheim army there, we don't know if they form up at that point or yet.
Mhm.
I can find that out tomorrow.
Mhm.
Once I can
Who's
prepare.
in this room apart from us and Grand General?
Just you guys, man. It's probably like a few soldiers, but there's oh god. Actually, they'll be outside. They'll put it outside with Kara.
How
came
many?
in. It's probably just you guys in the room because they would have stepped outside when Kara came in.
Okay.
Okay, so
I can potentially
um,
find that information out with divination. Potentially.
sorry. Hang
So the thought would be, instead of having the I think what I'm hearing is that irregardless of when we bring the dragons in to when we blow up Gold's Landing, as soon as they see the Vanheim horses coming over that hill, is it a monster? But
It's a bad time.
but secondly, they're gonna think, right, we need to form up here. So there's the way I see it, there's no way of. The way I see it, the most optimal time actually to bring the dragons in is before they've been able to form up they've given the command to form up lines, to form up into groups, because then those troops are still by the trebuchets. They may get caught. Some of them may get caught up. So the thought would be, have the trebuchets be destroyed before Vanheim's army comes over the hill, because even if they're a minute late and the Empire is forming up forces, the dragons are there. The dragons are going to get some. They're going to keep attacking the troops as they are forming up. That weakens them. Even if Vanheim's army is like a minute late or so, like, there's still weakened Empire forces. The question is then, will the Empire tell them to form ranks when they hear Gold's Landing is destroyed? I can potentially find that information out through divination.
So they only have one gate in. Once Gold's Landing port is destroyed, the Archons will probably teleport away. Right? That's
They
one of the
might.
assumptions.
survive.
It's
The one's in Gold Landing, right?
Oh, okay. So
The one's
this,
here probably won't.
this is the downside to my plan. So it's just a fortification for the gate because they're going to storm it. The gate's 20 foot wide, 2 Leomund's tiny huts on either side of the gate and in the gate.
How are you casting them?
We have.
So as soon as they leave the bubble, the spell ends. As soon as they cast against the bubble, the spell
Yes, so you can be in the bubble, but you can stab outside through it.
ends. You can. You can. Yeah, you can.
But more so.
I'm
is
going to
that
say if you do that,
Yeah,
you cannot act as commanders for units in the continuing battle.
yeah. More to say is
Which basically means next week's going to be a slow game for you guys.
they're blocking the doorway.
You only need one, right?
No, it's 15
it's-
feet.
Oh, it's a 15
50 foot
feet.
dome.
No, it's a
10 foot down.
Oh, it's 10 foot? Oh, yeah, you
radius
definitely.
10 foot. So it's 20 feet across. You said
Oh.
the gate's 20 feet across. So
I'm just doing
yeah,
one.
Okay, so you
need
need
one.
one.
I mean, they can probably climb over it.
You
but-
don't need the don't you just get Harris to stand there for like 20 minutes, go and structure and just build that.
Actually, yeah, that's a good
thick
point.
wall behind the
Harris
gates
can
and
make
boundaries.
was it a 30-foot
I
cube?
would say Archons can dispel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I was saying
the,
about
that's
the
the
Archons.
downside.
Can Archons dispel Harris's form matter?
No, but you can, like they have
They probably have siege
battering
troops.
rams that go through stuff like that.
Go
Yeah,
through
but-
stone?
Yeah, but you put a few layers of it.
Archons can cast Disintegrate as well.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And they can gain spell.
So that's just a thing of holding a gate.
I'd just
It
go
takes
ahead
an action to do that, though, right?
to.
Build the blockade.
It would take
Disintegrating the gate, that means the
a bit over an action because Harris can do a set amount that you have to build it. So set up time. You don't worry about like you're doing it before the siege starts. You can just set up time and just.
I'm just thinking if you can do it continuously, then it's a big enough
she
problem to be
could,
annoying.
but I don't think it would work initially. After a while, there'd be too many of them smashing it for be able to patch up every single hole. Because we'll go from 1 battering ram to 2 to 4 to swords to archons.
That's not nothing.
It would slow them down for a bit, but and then Harris would be trapped when the wall comes down, and then they're not going to be there.
Give with a
That's
potion.
like extreme.
Yeah, that's psychic scream.
The dragon
I
potion.
was like,
Can you still
yeah.
cast your spells when you're a dragon?
No.
Can you concentrate on spells when you're a dragon?
If
you cast it before you
yes.
Are you talking about with the potion?
The potion would, yeah.
Yeah, you
can't
can't
concentrate.
cast.
Can't cast in it, but you can still concentrate.
Yeah, I have special things.
Yeah, you cast spells as a dragon.
Yeah.
But
It's,
yeah,
it's
when
like
you
my
but
bird down and bull down.
when you turn to whatever concentrating on, you stay concentrating on, but you can't cast spells in that one. Because you become
But you are a red dragon.
You are a red dragon.
pretty fun stuff.
And Harris is the most squishy.
Britain walls are like, oh no.
Well, that'd be tough, because then Harris has to wait until their turn to do that.
Range actions.
She can't really actually do them on the wall.
Oh, sorry.
Here's
yeah,
the thing.
so another way.
The more time
That's a
they're
bonus action to drink a potion, isn't it?
It is, but when you hold an
Oh
action.
yeah, but
You can only hold
the more time. Here's the thing. The more time we can delay them at the gates, the more time that the Van Mine forces defending the city can kill them at
And
the
the
gates.
dragons and the everything.
It's essentially grind them down as much as possible. So, because the way I'm looking at this, sure, they may get into the first layer, but then we can retreat back to the second layer and
And open the dams.
Flood the city.
I would destroy the city. For the whole thing. would.
Destroy the bottom layer.
Bottom layer.
Again, then you're stuck in the city.
There's civilians as well.
And nowhere to get out.
The gates are open. Just flow out through the gates.
Useful for like a few seconds, and then we'll.
Yeah, at least knock them more prone so you can go and just go stab that. Or firestorm.
Even water will be fine.
I mean, how thick are the inner walls? Are they
They're like 10, 15 feet thick.
so not as thick as the outer walls?
There's no like inner walls. There's no like.
Oh,
So those rings are different layers of the city.
oh,
'Cause it goes
right.
upwards.
Are there no like gates?
Yeah, so they've got like small, like little. I guess they're probably walled off areas, but they're only a few feet thick. They're not designed for a siege.
So this is the only defensive wall.
But the thing is that again delays the Empire
It
forces
wasn't
that
playing
get
by
in.
much because they're like wooden gates where they just kick in.
Oh.
It would basically mean, two guys can't attack that round.
To be honest, I'm at a point where I think we have an initial plan.
Yeah.
It's not going to survive contact with the enemy. They're going to form up. We can sit here and discuss it for the next.
Well,
3
my
hours.
point is,
It's not going to change how it's going to come.
well, my point is that
We've got a good plan.
it's inevitable that they're going to form up. It's just how many of them form up, and
That is saying how long is a piece of string. We don't know until that happens.
well, yeah, but yeah.
Got a concrete enough plan for the general to talk back to the.
Yeah, I mean, tell me guys. What is the plan?
Because I've written a couple of things.
I've got 4 different things, none of them line up with the plan. So.
I've taken off some of the scrolls of sending, so I can tell Vixes that they're basically going to do that.
Yeah, easy. Oh yeah, you can do it in advance. You just send us.
So it's better than me blowing the fucking horn, giving the command thing, and just put it.
Yeah, you can send ink. Just one horn, or one use because you can do it. You can do it 25 words. Do it 25 words.
I don't
I've got
think.
multiple scrolls.
How many scrolls you got?
Multiple.
How many?
I took 10 off for doing this.
Just you probably need less than I do. 3.
Yeah. And I will add 7 back to my character sheet.
10, you can do that in 10 words. Short
So-
it's easier.
So my idea
This
was
is just attack trebuchets. You form on one line. Others can't join fight. You need one scroll.
Yeah. Keep yourself safe.
Yeah.
So-
just one scroll.
so here's how I'm thinking. What I'm thinking is our best course of action: push back as much as you want.
Tell it so I can write it down.
I'm gonna write it down, and I'll read it back out and make adjustments. So we've got one plan on my notes.
Okay.
Go.
Launch the airships.
So airship launch.
Trebuchets start aiming at airships.
Yeah.
Takes about 5 minutes. Towards the end of those 5 minutes, blow up the port.
Yeah.
The trebuchets then probably go back to aiming at the city, which takes another 5 minutes. One bit of information we don't know yet.
One second. I need to add a bit to my notes to this. 'cause I know what things gonna happen. So
Keep going.
What?
give
Oh, no,
me
no,
one sec.
Oh, yeah, I'm waiting for that.
Yeah.
One bit of information that we don't know about is if at that point they'll start forming the army. We can potentially find that out,
Mhm.
and then maybe change the plan slightly,
Mhm.
depending on what the information we get back. Near the end of the 5 minutes it takes for them to re-aim on the city. I'm assuming that's correct, Matt. It would take another 5 minutes for them to re-aim on the city if they've been aiming up at the
So if they have their aim fully up and they start firing, it'll take 5 minutes to move down.
right.
If they're halfway up, 2 minutes. Depending where
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
up to.
Which is why I said near the end of the 5 minutes it would take then another
Say 4 minutes.
four. Yeah, let's say 4 minutes.
Because if
Do 4
you
minutes
do
for
it, and they
safety.
would take the 5 minutes if they're only like halfway up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It would take an amount of time equal to however long.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. At the end of that equal amount of time,
Mhm.
then the dragons come, destroy the trebuchets. If the army hasn't started forming up lines, attack them while they're moving and more disorganized and forming up. And at that point, the Vadenheim reinforcements come over
So-
that hill.
Stop there a sec. So launch the airships,
Mm-hmm.
and then near the end of that 5 minutes, Motus does clappy blastness.
Yeah.
Then as soon as he does the blast, dragons.
No,
No, so wait until they start
For
moving
another
back
4
down.
minutes.
another 4 minutes.
Okay.
Also.
We got watch.
Depending if we find out that at that
So.
once they find out that Gold Land has been destroyed, that at that point they decide to form up the army, then it would change to dragons that as soon as possible. Then so that the dragons are there to be able to attack them as they're
So
forming
you
up.
say if
So
and
you
you
need
find
to
out-
wait a day to find this answer out.
Yes.
That's important to know.
Why is
Yeah.
that?
So I can prepare divination.
Oh,
Spell.
okay.
Also, the army's a day and a bit away.
Yeah,
So
and the
we need to
army.
wait for the army
yeah,
to
yeah.
go out.
Well, do you want to do the divination and then ask them to come, or do you want to ask them to come and do the divination? Because if you have to change your plan and they're on the way here, it's really hard to stop them.
I'm double checking something. We might have to wait a day.
It's to when.
I'm pretty sure you've got it, haven't you?
You do, but isn't it through the book?
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but that
quite you fair. I think this would have could have war.
It's divination, so I can't really divine on the guy when he's dead. So
Yeah, but he knows about war.
Yeah.
If you
Try
can
it,
get that,
see if the GM gives it to you.
It's a war involving dragons, even.
Okay, I see how it's working.
yeah. I have a way that I could word
Yeah, but
it. that-
anything I do.
You can
is
wait for
dragon.
everyone. I still have facts I'm after you don't know about which might have an effect.
That-
So
that's
I'm
fine,
a
that's
dragon
fine.
and I'm involved.
Its spell would have an effect. I'm gonna, depending on, I know what's gonna. I know the answer.
Do you have divination?
I've got it on the book.
You can use
I
the
need an
book.
hour to attune to it.
That's fine. My question would be:
Another back again.
once the Empire forces hear about the destruction of the Port of Gold's Landing, will they at that point form up their armies
It's
into?
a second casting.
Hmm?
Remember,
Yeah,
Casting time, 1 action plus 10 minutes.
if you cast a spell 2 or more times, sorry.
Yeah. I know how this spell works.
Oh, no, yes, you cast it again. You cast it once.
Thanks, John.
I can
Yeah, then you
only
cast
got
it.
one use of it.
Oh yes, you only do it once. You have to wait they feel.
Yeah, I mean,
one question.
but that-
No, you said a second question to ask,
No. Divination is one
question.
one question.
and if you try and do another casting of the spell,
If you try to do another casting of spell,
try to work.
Yeah, but we've only got
No,
one
no.
question.
Yeah.
Did you have any second question on them? Did I have that wrong?
you're thinking of commune.
No, I no, but
No,
did
no,
you say
no,
you had
no,
a
no.
second question you wanted
The
to ask?
question
as
that
well?
you want to ask divination, if you only got one question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you say you want to ask another question?
No.
No.
Okay. I'm with head, so my mistake. Ignore me.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, ignore me. I thought you said they got another question, which was another casting a spell. We still have a 25% chance.
Yeah, I know.
Ignore me. Sorry, I had the wrong thing. So launch the airships. Launch the airships.
Mm-hmm.
Wait until you're getting what it's about to hit. Boom the port, and then wait till they turn back.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the dragons.
Yeah.
When they turn back, or just before they get back to the city.
Can they abuse
Um,
scrolls?
Just before they're ready to fire
In the
fire
abuse
again
scrolls.
onto the city.
No.
Like say
Check
about
how
4
scrolls
minutes.
work in this edition.
Like
I changed that. For when it's saying up to go for the airship, blow goes London, get back, blow the horns over. Before they even got a chance to turn, we're taking them out. So if they're facing the city and the dragon's coming in, then they might have a chance to get a couple of shots off before the dragon's
Actually, yeah, and
So that, yeah, I would say that there would be less accurate shots, but they can still fire on the city if they're like.
It's better if the
actually, and then that removes the variable of whether the army
Yeah.
moves
If
or
you
not.
destroy them while up in the air, or start attacking while up in the air, they won't be able to fire on the city anyway.
Basically, he destroys the port, tell as soon as he's back, blow the horn.
Yeah, actually, that's a better idea because it then removes
To be fair, I'd already
the
thought
variable
that's what I was
of whether they it removes that variable of whether they start to move their army or not. Like the dragons come in,
Destroy port, blow horn, army appears.
Yes.
yeah, the army can appear,
That's the plan.
Very
and
simple.
and the
Three
and the
lines.
and the army doesn't have to be
doing. It's a pretty simple plan.
to the second.
Better. It's not plan's better.
But as soon as they're pretty, let's say we wait 5 minutes, then blow the port. If they come in on the 6th minute, then that's fine because the dragons are here. The dragons are doing their thing.
So,
Yeah.
just so I understand, this is your plan. You will launch the airship. Pretty much, yeah. More detail I've got here. You will launch the airships,
Mm-hmm.
and as the airships or the trebuchets begin aiming at the airship, well, how many airships? Probably one airship or multiple. Because where can I say? As soon as they're about to be in line with them, blow the city.
Yeah.
And as soon as you
The port, not the city.
the port, you teleport back. Matter of seconds, blow the horn, dragons appear. Dragons then attack the trebs.
Do we want to block the gate as part of this?
I'm saying put napalm on it. They come in, you basically what you do is you funnel it like a fucking bowl, and then you have the napalm basically descend into it as they come in. And if you have someone that has like a wall of fire spell, you can make basically a flaming blender.
A burning
Oh.
sheep dip.
We have a staff of fire.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh.
I can attune to it.
Karen?
Instead of using Harris's structure thing to block the gate, build around to corral them. So you come charging in, the soldiers get stuck against the wall, more come falling in, and then drop
Yeah.
stuff
So
on
what
them.
you do is
That probably would destroy the gate.
you fuck the gate.
You need the gate.
We need the gate.
We need
The Grand General will not approve a plan where the gate takes any damage. You need that gate to escape. That gate is fucked in any way, shape, or form. People are trapped in the city. You can't teleport everyone. Nothing you can do. You have the resources, the time. You need a gate to get people out of the city.
We need that army gone
You need
to
an
get
army-
people
You do,
out of the
but then
city.
that's cool. You still only have 10 days of food and the city no one can get into. From teleports, which cannot feed this many people.
If the Empire army is gone,
If the army's gone and the gate is destroyed, there's no easy way to get people out of the city.
we have magic. We can probably clear that gate in a
He
day.
is not going to let you fucking destroy the gate. That's a big no-no. That's not happening.
Okay, no.
Hmm?
No.
Remember the Westgate?
Flooded.
29 strength, he's got the cloak of swim and
Still-
can get down.
Open it.
No.
Right, well,
The
we
gate
don't- we
destruction,
don't
not an option.
There is
we
a
don't,
story.
we don't
beat.
necessarily
They are
have to
trapped.
destroy the gate. What I'm saying is, what Harris can do with her ability to like create matter, she can create a fucking avenue for them to come in.
Yeah.
I'm saying that because of the gate is 60 feet, as soon as a large force of them come in, what you can do is you can put that wall of fire across it and cut them from being able to retreat. What you do then is you have people that, with the napalm that we've made, go.
Stop shooter. We are not using fire and napalm near our only escape option. We also need to get our troops out of that gate to assist in the fight.
Could we, what about if we're able to tunnel them further in away from the gate?
Let's just not do fire near the gate. I would just, because if that gate catches fire, we're trapped inside the city. All of our capable soldiers can't get out of the city during the fight. And I can't get civilians out a few days later.
Okay. You need to be
This
able to get out.
Westgate, army comes in, crawling there and then blown the fuck.
No, because then how do we
It's
get
not
out? How do we get out of the city?
Then just open this bit, take that bit of wall down, and crawl that way.
Let's just not do that. I love your tactics, I love the passion. I'd rather not, create a bottleneck which we could get stuck in as well. So let's just leave the gate alone. Please.
I'm wondering if it's the Grand General not wanting the gate to go or Matt not wanting us to do this.
Just, no, we need the fucking gate. He needs the gate. If you destroy the gate, the Empire's gone. People still have 10 days of food left in the city. You can't get that much food in the city. There is like 4 people that can teleport in all of Adenheim. You guys, Erwin, and a few other mages. You can't take enough food to feed the people. And they have to repair the gate, and it's going to take days, and they're going to starve to death. That's why he's like, let's not risk breaking the gate. Because he needs the gate.
The gate is gonna fucking. Well, they could just destroy the gate and then we're fucked.
No, okay, maybe they will do that. But that's a maybe. We're definitely going to destroy the gate.
So how do
Well,
you-
let's just leave the. Why am I arguing about the gate,
No,
not the fucking
no.
dragons or blowing up Gold Landing?
The balls.
Right.
The balls.
Then what do you think is the alternative? I'm not.
Let them into the city.
Mhm.
We can set up traps, do a bit of guerrilla warfare. We can then push ourselves out the city.
I'm
After that
fine.
initial wave is dead. I just don't want to blow up or destroy or in the way and out of the city.
Okay.
Like the able-bodied, we can climb over some rubble. The injured civilians, injured soldiers, they can't.
As long as you can set that up, then yes.
We would just set up a few small traps. Or even better, we could potentially have our forces at the gate ready to rush out. We can then engage their initial force in combat while our reinforcements attack the back group.
You're vastly outnumbered.
I know
you're,
we are.
You're better to
We
stay in the city.
No, because we're still outnumbered. We need our capable troops need to be out in the city as well.
They need to
Every
be-
able body needs to be in the fight.
Yes. Here's the thing, though. You, in the city, you have the advantage that you can narrow their front so that less of their mass is fighting you at one time.
Too,
John.
and then we're bringing them
John.
to whoever this John is. I don't know, but we're bringing them to the civilians. If we stay in the city and they approach, we're going to be getting progressively closer to the injured and the civilians. If we meet them outside the city, while our rest of our forces arrive, we'll have no reason to come in the city. If we engage them near the gate, they will then deal with us, and our soldiers can attack. If we stay in the city and they siege the city, they will get close to the injured, the men, the women,
Right.
the children, the civilians, the injured
Like,
soldiers.
did you? I don't know how much you know about like fucking ancient warfare just in real life, but there was a siege once where they basically the people that were sieging, this is like during the Greek wars.
Yeah.
They basically had these type of city-states, right?
Yeah.
Where they would siege parts of it and go closer towards the people.
Yeah.
Sometimes what has happened in history is people have got stuck on that layer and then been sieged from the outside. What he is suggesting is when we push out and they push in,
Right.
they're trapped in between the forces and the stronghold here and the forces coming at them.
Right. So essentially, we have forces on this wall here. We have forces inside here that are then pushing them back.
Essentially.
All right. Okay. I mean, I might be misunderstanding Matt
Yeah,
because
well,
what it sounded like Matt was saying is no, we send our army out of the city, and I'm saying here like no, that's stupid. You are vastly outnumbered. What they're going to do is they're going to surround you and kill you all. You are
No, it's basically when these attack, they're going to attack the city. They're probably going to try and break this siege. When that's happening, they're basically stuck between a rock and a hard place.
No, yeah. But what it sounds like Matt is getting Grand General to say is we send our forces out of the city itself to face them on the field, which
You're saying send them out of the gate, so if we need to, we can retreat back in and close the door on them. So we've still got a place to retreat to. If we let them in, we have to take them there, because if they'll just keep pushing in, we have nowhere to retreat to.
I guess I know where Kara's going to be.
Yeah, I'm at back gate.
Hold the door!
I can
Captain
play the
Batman.
airship.
Captain Batman. Get you a pistol so you can be like in the first Avenger, like in Captain America,
Are
you can be
those
like
still
having a shield.
are there still civilians in the first layer in Lothar?
Potentially. That's why the search parties are there, to try to find people.
Yeah. Any non-combatant needs to be as far into the city as
That's
possible.
the plan. They've been doing.
Yeah, it's just
But
miscommunication.
there's just not a lot of city left because all the buildings are fucked. They'll be in the streets.
Oh yes.
So much time to make money. When a dragon develops capitalism, that's an issue.
Capitalism
have
was invented by dragons, though.
Definitive plan.
Yes.
Let's hear it one more time. Oh, do you want to do your divination first before you?
No, we're taking that variable out of the equation by just summoning the dragons as soon as Moses is back.
So,
Launch airships.
airship. They've got one airship because
Launch airship.
once the airship,
Destroy the port.
as soon as they've kind of aimed up,
Yeah.
then hit the port.
Destroy the port. Blow the horn.
You come back from the dragons.
Army appears.
Dragons attack. Army appears at the same time.
About the same time, yeah.
Ish.
Yeah, I mean, if they're
Doesn't
like,
matter
if
if
they're
they come
like, if they're like fucking,
Yeah.
if they're like fucking
They
5,
just
10
have-
minutes out,
They
then,
have to not come before.
yeah. If they're like 5, 10 minutes out from each other, then I don't think that's going to be a massive.
Would the
fucking-
Valenheim army also be able to see the airships flying up?
Who doesn't?
That-
Do we have knowledge to the Vagnine army to not attack the dragons because the dragons will not be happy about
You can
the
go and just tell.
We can communicate.
Well, you need to go and
with
deliver the orders to General Axis, which the Grand General has now written down in a lot more, not just bullet points, a lot more formal. Do this, do this, do that. And he's also written orders for what them to do when the attack starts. And he will seal that into an envelope, stamp it, and then we'll hand it to Kara. Anything else we should discuss? I feel like I've been quiet for the last couple of minutes.
What are we doing with the civilians?
We'll leave them in the city. I will have some injured soldiers that aren't capable of fighting in a war but can still defend themselves. I will have them defend any civilian locations.
Could you offer any healing to them there?
Well, I would suggest you people hold your resources.
They're going to be murdering a lot of people.
I have a question. You people are well known. You know for these people mainly. You know my name. I don't know you. I'm under everyone. But
Keep going. I do not mind.
of course. Would you people have skills and talents? Would you people be interested in helping leading several groups of soldiers? You kind of need to. You're a general.
Yeah,
You got no
I
choice.
don't get a say in this.
You're expected to.
Probably about Townland.
I am not the best at working with large groups of people.
It'll be a small groups. Each of you having a few soldiers. Would you be able to guide and assist?
Can they move fast and fly?
No.
I kind of scuppered my plans of what I was going to do, but I'll hear you out.
Well,
first
this
of
would be
all.
more of a massive full-scale war. Forget your plans, just to kill.
You're outside the city. You've got a group of people behind you.
Essentially, you're going to control a unit during a mass combat.
I mean,
It's the mechanic aspect.
yes, as long as Selvan has a plan of doing a bit of a strafing bombing run first.
You can, but that'd be just. But the problem is, you won't be able to do anywhere near as much during a mass combat as an individual.
No, but I do.
You can do a straight bombing run initially, but once the mass
Yeah.
combat
Yeah,
starts,
I think it's
you
a good
can't.
idea.
This
Then I can get
is
back.
a like. Yeah, you can,
Oh yeah, that's.
this is more of a mechanic. Him basically like you guys are going to be commanders
Yeah.
during the mass combat. So let me explain the rules. You can do a little straight bombing, but once the mass combat starts, you're not going to be.
Yeah, basically you can do the running campaign of like your blitzkrieg, and then you can come back and control
Then you'll be, yeah.
people.
Okay.
And
yeah.
basically,
it's-
it's
it's-
compared to the
it's
besieging army outside.
Much more.
I
Kill
think
that
Much
bit.
smaller.
create some very dangerous.
And the idea is to send
Yeah,
a
but we
little
use
bit
the
of them
advantage.
out.
Send all of them.
Mass combat
Send
stuff.
all of them out.
That's
Well,
very-
once
There's
that
just
capable.
going to be a lot of fire and flame.
From John to Matt.
No, it's an awful idea, but there's no other option.
What's the other-
Or because the thing is, if you don't meet them at the gate, they're going to come in the city and
All I'm
there's
going to
going to be
say
more of them
is
than you in the city.
plan aside.
But you have one thing that they don't.
Us.
You guys.
They have to
You
kill
guys. Not only that, I'll explain in a minute. We did this. But you guys are going to be acting as commanders. You can use your abilities in mass combat. They're going to be just soldiers. So they're going to have, and the Grand General will also lead a group as well. He has bonuses and stuff. You NPC as the NPCs and you guys can make that last longer than just sending soldiers out. You will eventually be joined by overflow because some will be like, right, these groups go and join, just go and help the gate while the rest of the army fans out. If you don't meet them at the gate, he's saying they will come in the city and it'll be a lot harder.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Well, I mean, what was Alan's suggestion? I mean, he will ask what Alan's suggestion is.
This
Sorry,
no,
hot
this,
water bottle.
no, this,
Someone's draining oil.
this isn't Erdan. This is John
No, I know.
speaking
but
about battle
Yeah.
tactics. The idea would be to bring them into a controlled area.
there is no control there. The thing is, the city's
No,
not a
we can't.
controlled
We-
area.
Right,
we
okay.
we
Because, and
basically-
the reason is, let me explain. The reason is, it's tiers up. So
Yeah.
yeah, if they're in the city, there are a lot less of you than there are of them. Oh, we can just have
basically.
an equal sized force fight the soldiers, and the rest of the army
John.
will butcher the city.
Basically, John.
I know what you're thinking, John.
I,
But here's the thing: they're going to be like, right, we'll send more of us to engage with them. Cool. The rest of the forces, which outnumber their forces 10 to 1, are just going to walk through the city and kill everyone.
Walk through the city. How are they going to walk through the city?
Through
There's debris everywhere. There's more troops everywhere. Yeah.
Not healthy troops. Injured soldiers. And there's a lot less of them.
So basically,
Am I making the mistake of thinking that there's a significant barrier between each layer?
No, there's no barrier between layers. There's a very small wall.
Okay, I get you now. Right.
Yeah, like I said first time, there's a very small wall. It's not like a fully guarded area. It's just the separate layers, so they can easily climb through the streets.
Okay, that. Okay,
Which is
now
why
I
he's like,
understand.
Yeah,
we need to
basically-
meet them outside. If they get inside, they can run around.
Okay,
so
I understand.
so basically, we are meeting them on the field because we are the equalizer.
Yeah, you guys are like your objective, and it's going to be your objective during the combat, is stop the Empire getting in the city. That is going to be your first objective in this mass combat. Will be stop the Empire getting in the city. Once reinforcements get to you guys, you can start equal matching them and pushing back.
Okay, I understand the design of the area now.
It's not because if they get in the city, there's no defendable walls.
It's
inside.
not Gondor.
No, it's not Gondor. I don't know what Gondor is. There's just a city built on stilts.
I found this out about half an hour ago.
Yeah.
But there were lots of conversations.
Right.
It's like there's no way of because there's wooden walls. Not going to do much against them.
Okay, it's not Gondor. Basically, Gondor was like this. It was tiered, but it was much like
Yeah,
sheer
it's
cliff
not-
faces
it's not,
between
yeah,
each layer.
It's not like that.
Okay,
It's like waterways and stairs and like ramps.
This city is a
It's a trading hub.
right. It's basically a city that is basically a cake on stilts.
Kind of. It's built around like
Right.
a large hill and it kind of got wooden supports on it and like stone pillars, but it's not defendable.
okay,
It's never meant to be.
English medieval fort.
Yeah, much like a Motte and Bailey castle, just on steroids.
okay.
Castle and like castle at the top part of the city, and then there's the
It's
lower
York.
part. Yeah, it's York.
Okay.
Just less walls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should have thought about building an interior one, but okay.
Well, maybe you could suggest that then. The city's pretty fucked. Let's build a new interior wall. Why don't we? You've got the fucking money. Pay for it.
To be
That
fair,
Which is what the Grand
That wasn't
General
done.
would say
That
if
wasn't
someone if someone says something like that. He would snap and shout that at someone.
and to be fair, after we kick the Empire out, I'm already going to try and subsidise the fucking port and the building of this. And the thing is, that's going to make money for us.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Guild, you own this? I didn't see you fighting a war!
It will be less that and more like, oh, there's just now a bunch of shit underneath Volve Adventures.
Or a lot of people in your debt.
So, set evolve it.
Yeah.
Are you prepared?
When are we doing this plan?
In a
As
day.
soon as you're ready.
Right?
Well,
you
we
need
need
to
to.
obviously deliver the orders.
Yeah, and wait for the army to
And
get
wait for them to
like,
get close.
yeah.
Is it going to be a day and a half?
No.
About 2 days.
Okay, I can
You
make
can,
another,
you can have 2 days and
I
then
can make another bomb
Great.
at a time.
Great. Then that means I can make 2d6 vampires.
yeah, make 2 6 months. I'll make another little splash. You know?
Is it worth
If I can. Good.
my bag of tricks animals last until the next one. Is it worth pulling them out on the day of the battle?
You can. I'll have them be their own small unit.
So
Yes!
you're not fighting. We're not fighting magical
Yeah,
things,
yeah.
so they'll be useful.
Yeah, they can just run around and cause chaos.
I can have my
Second
spit.
as well.
I can have my Hunt
Okay.
Requiem's Berserker spirits as well.
How long do they last for?
Well, that's a good question. They've never lasted long enough to have to.
Just walk up the ground. I need a room that's underground about 40 feet.
Okay, there's probably something in the lower part of the city.
Okay, good. I'm just going to be summoning some vampires and I just like 10 walk away from
No,
them.
of course.
I use a sending scroll to contact. Oh my god, Karen.
Well,
Give you a
so he's got a little list of orders he needs to hand deliver
They
to
need to
him.
be
Yeah.
captain.
This guy's not London.
Okay.
I give you a sending scroll. Can you tell someone from the War Council to like get into the room so that the Grand General can speak to them at some point?
Yeah,
Yes, he doesn't need to speak to them now. He's not ready to speak to them.
Is all
Oh,
else
okay.
gonna be the
Do
HP?
we have...
No, they have their own points.
In
We
that
have to
case,
scroll-
I
I'll find
will
out.
vaguely jot down not the plan, but we have a plan. On this is on a piece of paper.
He'll probably use his. She's got a few sending scrolls left himself. He'll probably use one to tell him we've got a plan. I'm going ahead.
Okay,
Wait for
okay.
updates.
I want to know 2 things then before we start this.
Mhm.
We need to find Cathra
Mm-hmm.
because she's a one-woman army by herself.
Mm-hmm.
We also we basically need to find her. So do we have scrying?
Yeah, grab the orb.
Is it Jen somewhere? Right,
No,
We can tune it.
We can.
We've got time.
probably in this time, Click and Herrick will come back with Clarina, who looks worse for worse. She's definitely been in the war zone.
Yeah.
Heal.
Oh, she's not injured, but she's kind of, she's covered in a few, she's got like a few scratches, bit like debris. The bottom, like her hair, like outfit's kind of damp. She's definitely been in the lower part of the.
I'm just gonna be like,
areas.
Send it to Cafe. You won't believe what the Empire's done.
Marches to
no.
the party.
I'm just gonna. Could we ask a favor of you,
Who you think?
Clarina?
Yes, I suppose.
Could you not? Well, I think it would be good if you looked like something like significantly terrible happened to you, so Cathra kind of deals with her own stuff.
I'm not going to play with her emotions like that. That's not. I mean, I'd rather no.
She has already had something bad enough happen to her.
Yes, it has been a rough couple of days. We did lose a friend. Trying to find some civilians. You do see with Clarina, there's just like this young, like 16-year-old. He's kind of like shaking, with short blonde hair. There was kind of all scaff. He's kind of like just standing, doesn't know what to do.
Matt,
Yes.
there's no time limit for how long those spirit lasts.
Can you summon them again?
It's a maximum
It's
up to
normal.
5.
Unless until they destroy them. Unless until they destroy them.
Yeah.
Or until you summon them again.
Well, no, you can summon up. For the berserk spirits, you can summon up to 5 per long rest.
Ah, okay, so. Who's on
Does Clarina have like a lock of Cathra's hair or something on her?
No.
Okay, cool.
Do you have anything of hers so we can locate
No.
them?
On me, I left all my valuables back in Cyrodilia.
Okay, that's fine.
Wouldn't it be better if you? Can you use the scrying orb?
Maybe? I've never really tried.
I mean, it's from the item, right?
Walk through it.
I mean, it's just that you'd have the best chance, but then again, if you've never cast magic.
Sorry, what are you all doing here? Do you have a plan? I've just kind of been.
Yes,
shown
we
this
have a
road.
plan.
Okay, is it a good plan?
That's the general.
Is it a
Right.
good plan?
It's a plan.
It's a plan.
It involves dragons.
It's more the fact that Catherine knows that you were taken, and she's currently probably running here.
Anyone have a sending scroll I can use?
Yeah, but
Hello,
the
darling. I've not been kidnapped. I probably should have told you I was coming here. You were just busy killing dragons. See you when I get home. Bye. Love you. Oh, I thought I shouted. Oh, wow. Oh, it's rude. Oh, fair. Okay, no, okay.
is she still coming here?
I mean, yeah, I'll take a days to get here, though.
Trying to locate and teleport her.
She's like near the border into the Eastern Barren.
That was quick.
It's been like 3 days.
Yeah, no, but still, that's quick.
Yeah.
We can go get her. We can scry on her and then teleport her.
We gotta be careful with the charges.
You need
Oh,
to rest
yeah.
anyway, because it's going to take them a few days.
Yeah,
to get to.
Yeah, but today we can do that today.
We've got
So
2
we-
days for the army to get here.
We can go to where the army is with the teleport. Go to Cathra.
Oh, we've got to go to the army to deliver the.
Yes.
Okay, that's more.
So that's 3 charges, and then we can think.
Have we done mass combat like this before?
Not
No
we've
idea
done
how-
we've
I'm going to
done
explain the rules and how it works.
yeah
too.
we've done mass combat, just not.
No, this is my actual rules for it. And again, this is the first time I'm using them. They are going to change and adapt and more things, so this is basic. I think, while this comes in, Clarina will probably start speaking to the Grand General and tell the young boy, Danny, could you fetch some bandages for me? And he goes, oh, yes, miss. And he'll kind of walk off, get some more bandages, and she'll basically help the General patch up some wounds. Yeah, she not like healing, just kind of like, I'm going to cover that so we can get infected, and just kind of wash that out. Nothing that's really magical healing will do anything, just kind of like, taking care of them, helping the healing process. And they'll have a brief conversation, and he will basically ask her to, if she can, go and like help the injured. And so she'll go off with Danny, this kind of young 16-year-old lad, and they'll go and take him, and they'll go basically to a defendable position. Your insight's good enough to know, so is hers. He is sent here somewhere where there's going to be no fighting, and she's not going to be as useful, but he doesn't want her anywhere else because he's too scared of Catherine. Is the reason why. She's not a governor anymore, she's not protected by any laws, she's just a citizen now. He's like, you go here and help these people. And he's like, but most of them are fine. Oh, we'll just go and help them.
Please.
No, he's not. He's ordering kind of because he basically outranks her. Because he's council, she's just a citizen, and he's getting given her orders. And she doesn't seem happy about it, but like she's like, I can't disobey.
You need to not die, otherwise
Yeah.
Catherine's going to kill me.
And the reasoning isn't, oh, because you're important. It's like, oh no, I'm terrified of Catherine. Like, I'm not having that shit on my head. You go and help.
Is that what he says?
He didn't say that,
No, he
but
didn't say that. Oh, it is
very
that.
much implied. Inside Chase would be like, I don't want to deal with Cathra. I'm scared of her. You go over there away from because she's quite like medically skilled, Clarina. She knows first aid.
Yeah.
She could be useful, healing people near the front lines. No, go all the way over there, away from the fight.
The last thing, Heroes Feast.
And she will basically go and
Last thing what?
go for the fight.
Heroes Feast.
Oh yeah.
You're rolling some.
Please tell me you have it prepared.
You
I
can
don't
take
have
a
it
long
prepared
rest
for
anyway.
today, but it's going to be a few days to.
Okay.
The problem will be the gem encrusted bowl unless we have one in the.
Tends to be a terrible decision, but
But
I've
that's
got
yours.
I do have a
Oh,
gem
nice.
encrusted bowl.
like various daggers and things. I'm even gonna slip a dagger to Marina.
Oh, she should have got one.
Just
Yeah, she has like a small knife.
She just like pulls out the derringer.
She's not a gun.
I mean, I've got a pistol if she wants it.
No, she'll have
Give it to
one.
him. Make him fucking Captain Vadenheim.
Do we have?
Shield, gun.
Do you want a pistol?
Dex is absolute dog, so I don't get
It's not the fucking papa.
Do we have anything of Cathra's? We have a what? Do you have a picture of Cathra in your book?
You guys all
yes.
you know her
Yeah.
well enough.
Oh yeah, but
You can just tell her to fail the save as well.
oh,
Because that's where she is.
Catherine, when you feel a tingle in your mind, fail save.
What? What's the DC?
17.
It's a wisdom save, isn't it?
Would say,
Probably don't.
but she'd
need to
have
tell her.
a -7.
She's got more than a -7. Actually, I think she's got a decent whiz. She's not. Yeah. She
The
doesn't
thing
go-
is, she can't be fucking charmed.
No.
Unless by easy.
Yeah.
Where is Catherine? That's Catherine.
Yeah, but to be fair, if you make her dance, I don't think there's a hill that you can.
Oh, there's no way you can run.
just stay hovering in midair.
She can hit. She got range.
It's gonna be a limit to the range.
60 feet range.
It's
I can
70
work
feet,
from
61 feet.
You
Vanadium.
gotta
can't.
come down to eat.
The cannons can't.
No.
She'll keep dancing as she slaughters your people.
No.
She doesn't dance. The girl doesn't dance. She's not gonna get it. That's
Safety, doing the safety and control
It's the same thing.
murdering.
minus save wisdom save for Catherine. What should he say? What's the 18?
It's DC 17 -7.
So she needs to roll
It's the
that.
same thing that happened when the
Nope, it's a 9.
Snacks village
3.
dropped me.
So
Okay,
we know where it is.
Where is she?
I fucking-
She's in a field, just walking.
We know where she
You
is.
can see the
We
place.
can teleport.
Boom.
We can go to where the army is.
Where the fuck is she? Why are you people here?
We're taking you to it.
Oh, okay. That is some fucking strong
We
words.
just gotta go to an army and tell them notes, but we've got a lot of killing to do.
Yes.
And then
Then we teleport to the army.
We teleport to the army.
It took me a second to click with
With
what you were doing. I'm
Caro.
sorry, I was a bit slow.
Yeah, the Grand General will probably give Caro,
Yeah.
like, probably something of. I don't know, it's probably an area.
I know.
You know where you're going. You arrive and you see this huge army encampment, all dressed in like blues. I always say the colour of encampment. I'm gonna go blue for the time being because I feel like that's right. We play Mass Effect as well. We all went well. They're kind of scattered around this huge encampment, several tents. And again, people know who you are. You're General Caro, so they'll basically put you in the direction of General Haxus. And you'll see this older man, 60, kind of balding hair, very kind of stern look on his face at a soldier side.
Is he butchering a deer?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's skinning a traitor.
I was making a Game of Thrones reference. The first scene in Game of Thrones that we see Tywin Lannister, he is butchering a deer,
Good.
or specifically a buck, because that's the symbol of House Baratheon. It's symbolism. It's
Spoilers.
It's a great introduction.
Spoilers. Jon Snow's dead, right?
It's not doing that, Alvin. You're alright.
I'm just centering myself.
You see him, he goes, General Caro.
General Axis. Orders from the Grand General.
Very well. And hands it to one of his like lackeys. Dispatch the orders.
Insight on that.
Go for it.
I don't.
+7.
11.
Oh, sorry.
He's a hard man to read, and
Do you still have one of these?
no, I don't think
Okay, it's been a brand new day.
Oh, I don't give them out.
well, you
Thank
didn't.
you.
You didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a hard man to read. Can't really tell right then. And this is the best plan the general could come up with.
It's the only plan I have to really think about.
Well, interesting. I hope this goes well for him.
It will.
I hope. If it doesn't, I'll be speaking to people. Just pass a message on for me.
Well,
So he'll basically just turn his back to you and start ordering his men.
time to go. I'll be gone back and wherever we are in.
The war camp.
Nice in there. The dice in there?
I'm not sure where the other one's going.
That's funny.
Keeping up my tradition of dropping them every single time I bring them out.
Hold on a sec. That's what we're But you go back to. I'm not gonna make you roll, 'cause you got plenty of time.
Just out of curiosity, when we help about what size room is in there?
You can go back to the war room basically, or just outside there. And up you go. You can find a private room or a big public room if you want.
It's just well, if we teleported back, just wondering who would be nearby.
You can teleport back to the war room. There'll be the Grand General and a few officers.
No, so it'd probably just be
Yes.
these two.
And Catherine.
And Catherine.
And I don't know what his passive perception is. Might be a Grand General. You just see Karen's mutter under his breath. Should have broken his jaw a second time.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Tell if it didn't happen. That's really fucked up time.
Again.
And now we could just pop,
Chance of a
pop
shine
in.
in him.
Now we could just pop in and visit Primus. Like, hey Primus, can you get rid of this ticking, please?
I don't think that's
Is that ticking still there?
It's again very, very unnoticeable. But yeah,
It's
you
gonna be
do
like,
that.
it's gonna be like after we kill Calisius, they're like, alright, you've done what you needed to do, now I'm gonna try you for other crimes.
Oh, probably. Maybe. But that does conclude that day. The next day comes, you have a day of prep. Anything, because now the army are mobilising, General's going to move all the soldiers into a position. He's going to wait for a key moment now before he moves them.
If the servant has the fucking napalm recipe,
Yeah, I could make napalm instead of another grenade. Where would you use napalm?
across the like blitzkrieg.
If you have a way to use it, I can spend my day making that rather than the
No,
stuff.
I'm saying that in your bombing campaign, you
Oh.
could use napalm.
I could. I'm not sure if I'm going to.
You know, kind of like what they did in Vietnam. Just,
We just go straight to there. Oh.
I mean, when else was napalm realistically used? I mean, I could talk about Greek fire, but they can't make
let's
that.
see. I'm just seeing my I have an additional crafting speed as an artificer. I'm just going to see if that's relevant here. Oh, it's so hard to
And
catch.
I'm going to be playing our ally for this as well. So the big fucking stonking angel on the field as well. None of my troops are gonna end up fucking dead.
Yeah, back it up. We'll find our ally for the gates as well.
Okay.
Oh, I do get
Oh,
one.
did I tell you how many rounds power is?
I know.
It was 9. Well, I rolled a 4 on the fact.
Can't find my
You know what?
dice that I use for my
I'm gonna prepare planar ally. Oh wait, no. We can
No,
hear his
we-
feast tonight, and then
Yeah, but the thing is, the longer that you use it, the more money it's going to cost you. Whereas me and him is literally from an item.
planar ally. It's verbal somatic.
Yes, but keep reading it.
Oh, right.
sass.
Like, it's basically going to continue costing a fuck ton of money for you.
Oh.
Like, you can do it, but it is costly.
We do have a ton of money.
Yeah. Well, for me and Caro, it's just we get to summon it, and then it fucks off when we want it to. Probably when it's dead.
Okay. A quarter of the normal time it takes me to cast. It takes me to create things. Just one line tiny somewhere. I love how I was looking at some point in this. I had a giant badger open because I was looking at polymorph picking things.
So
that's a good point. I'll roll all of my bag of tricks things now.
for this now, I'm going to set my 15-foot aura, so all of my resistances and defensive stuff go to like the Vadnheim army and set over. So it's like people that are next to me won't be as fucked.
Okay.
I'm going to be a fucking 15 feet well in dervish.
So,
How much napalm could I make? during this
roll
time?
a check.
Okay, so
Are we anticipating potentially
what check are you
facing
rolling here?
Empire General
Pardon?
or High Archon?
Intelligence check, okay.
Probably.
That's like
I
a
will.
me out the gate.
I will keep Holy Aura then, in case we end up in that fight.
So 24.
So you
And
can make
then
probably a barrel.
I make things 4 times faster than the average person.
Make 4 barrels.
Okay.
Of just good napalm. not the good stuff,
Yeah.
but like good quality napalm. And you can
Okay.
get them turns from here. They have like oil and stuff.
Yep.
Anything else anyone likes to do on the preparation day? Because the following day,
Learn how this is all going to work, if anyone knows.
how it's gonna work.
The war tomorrow, like fighting in a unit, like any
Yeah.
tips for being the leader of a.
You will be introduced to your unit of soldiers.
Can I give them items? Can I lend them stuff?
Yeah. Don't give it out. Just tell me what items you want to use, and I'll give them. I give it to basically put it on the unit card somehow.
Okay.
They might equate like just a +1 bonus or an effect. It's not gonna be the exact item.
Yeah.
It is literally just going to be a
So
fucking 15
let's
foot
see.
around
I
dervish.
have.
No, but it's like I can
Why
cast
am I
spell
not wearing
cards.
No wonder my AC is so low.
Anything's getting
No,
really
my
tough.
I have dragon scale mail.
You
Okay.
use the striking ring.
I have
You're going to use the striking ring.
a +3 rapier.
Okay.
God.
What, let's make sure I'm not
You
attuned to
access the
this.
spell card.
What am I attuned to?
No.
No, it's not.
Oh my God.
15
Is that
flat
what
there.
is that what I want to stay attuned to?
What about the rest of you guys? Anything you want to do to set it? You meet your soldiers, your troops.
I'm just gonna do this now because like obviously we need the long rest and all that. But before we go out and all do this, I'm gonna use 2 charges from the armor to get back like 6 levels. But basically everyone in the party gets 25
10 bit points.
max hit aid.
I was right. This is a pre-fight.
Yeah, so I'm
Okay.
just saying that
This
now.
this will be basically because you've done the first day. You met the general. You gave the order. You came back. You've rested. This is now your preparation day. So it's now like
So at the end of the preparation day, we're all going to partake of a
And
hero's
then-
feast.
Yeah, you'll do aid that morning.
Yeah.
Then the
Who's
preparation go.
flying the airship?
That's a good question. They have basically recruited a halfling pilot who is willing to give it a go.
I volunteer to help.
You wouldn't be able to get back in the fight in time.
I can teleport.
I can do it.
So what I would like just run it past
Oh,
you.
hold on.
So-
Isn't Moses is going to have the helmet
Oh,
teleportation?
you're gonna have helmet
I
teleportation.
need it.
I can't teleport back.
Yeah.
How's the halfling pilot gonna survive?
What's the idea with?
He's going to have to.
Oh, the airships are just
In that
going.
case,
They're
I
just going to
can't.
fly
There's just
away.
one
I can't do
airship.
my
in
bomb.
Dublin.
Oh,
There's a few, but it's like the big one.
Yeah, I give him a feather fall
Yeah,
token.
there you go. He survives them. I
Um,
was going to make a roll, see if you can basically
huh?
set it off and get off in time. But yeah, he's going to jump off it.
Wait, he. Hold on. So he's going to set it off flying.
Yeah.
And then get off.
Yeah, he can jump off. His plan was trying to basically try and like, because he's a pilot, try and catch the wind so it can start going and he can get off in time. But if he failed the check, we would have to pilot it manually.
I have an idea inspired by the last campaign.
Okay.
When
Catch
when
the airship.
Abrix joined, remember what the situation was?
Yeah, I remember.
The airship crashing.
Yeah.
Could he sort of set up with that the airship then crashes into the Empire army?
He's not that skilled.
Oh.
Also, that only not to crash in because you run out of fuel.
You
Do you reckon it'd be better
He's
to
not-
roll
he's
a
not-
certain event it.
cancel my magic
He's not going to
defense?
risk
A certain event on a certain date.
Physical defense.
Physical defense.
Okay.
How do I
You're
get
going to
my
get
rest again?
peppered.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Arrows,
There,
blades.
Okay.
Does anyone want a barrel of napalm? I have 4.
When you
Not
gonna?
a
I
sentence.
can't do that as much as I was going to do beforehand because I was planning on being the airship, then coming out and just dropping stuff and then teleporting back. But Mo just has the helm.
I'm gonna need the
I do have a way of throwing that barrel and then setting it on fire.
Yeah.
Out in a crowd of Empire soldiers.
Take a barrel of napalm.
So
Do you not want it?
so basically, what I'm doing.
Let me. Other side once Matt explains how the rules of mass combat work, because that might change how.
Okay. So otherwise I might just make another grenade.
Yeah. So basically, I'm thunderclap and gold landing, coming back and destroying trebuchets as well.
No, all the trebuchets will be gone.
No, he teleports back, blows a horn.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah, but I don't need to personally do a trebuchet.
You don't need a person to do a trebuchet.
Okay.
We will have
6
4 young dragons, I believe, or is it 6?
I've got my list of animals as well.
1, 2, 3. Oh,
I'm not
we
going
will
to
have
put them in the unit. I'm not going to track
7.
them. You have them be a separate unit.
There's gonna be like a section of the battlefield.
So you know what's in it.
Go on, yeah, what's
There's
it?
gonna be like a
So
section of the
we've got 2
battlefield.
goats, a boar, a giant
It's
rat,
gonna
a
be
giant
like
elk, and a
Hela
brown
when she
bear.
went to fucking
There'll be-
Asgard in Ragnarok.
There are 7 young dragons free and Vixida.
Vixida is dropping on the army.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there are 7 young dragons you can do what you like with. They're not accounted for here.
Then they can basically help with the fighting and try and 7 of them together could probably help a unit. Like
You could assign a dragon to a unit and have them basically assist the unit.
Oh my god, each of us has a dragon.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you can have dragons if you want to.
Oh. Well, there's the way to set fire to that napalm barrel.
There we go.
Just chuck it out.
that's what
Fire there.
it's gonna be like in Thor Ragnarok when Hela goes to Asgard and she just like whoops everyone's ass.
Yeah.
That's gonna be Moses in the middle of a fucking battlefield because I've got 15 foot of death. And safety.
I'm going to send you a list in a second of all of the things that I distribute to those who want it.
Just remember, if they have it and die on the battlefield, it might be lost forever.
Okay.
You can't just pick it back up.
Uh-huh.
So just be aware.
Okay.
If your unit loses too many people, it's not going to be lost forever.
Okay. Thank you for the warning.
You can't all die and you have all the stuff back. You won't be able to pillage the bodies either because you may lose the ground.
Yeah, that's entirely fine.
Anything else anyone else to do during the preparation day?
They know I like to get someone at the gate because then I have to reattune to me.
Yeah. How long does the hour last for?
It doesn't say.
It doesn't say. It just says it's around until the task is done or it dies.
Yeah, it's just the normal leader spell when you cast it normally is like you need to pay you basically need to pay the component of like 1,000 for every 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's after that.
Yeah,
Summon
that's the key difference.
So you get one as well?
Yeah, because it's from the sword. It's the diva that's trapped in the fucking sword. You can come out every once in a while.
What do you want?
Yeah, what are they doing? What your emergency carry yours is guarding the gate?
Do you want another one?
But I'm gonna have a lot of people charging at me.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll give Kara the other one. And what are the vampires?
Yeah, send them out.
I think they're a separate unit. That's it.
Yeah. Let them be like gorilla, because like they can literally just come in the flanks and then rip them apart.
Could I have a group of archers or something like that?
It's done.
I don't know. Is that what we're asking now? Or?
Well, this is just if you want to. Yeah, you can have a couple of archers actually.
There's just some creepy emo vampire that's like, can we feed to? And I'm like, soon. Walks away.
You just show them the army outside the gates.
Yeah, you can drink as much as you want.
Anything else he wants to do during the prep time?
I don't think I've done anything else.
An hour before, I'm going to, well, not an hour before, but before go time, I'm going to summon some constructs. They last for an hour, so it'll be before go time.
And on the day, I've got these to distribute and to roll.
We'll try and just
I think that is now.
Now, one last thing though, it is another day, so there was another barrage in the city. And we can quick rolls. See if anything happens to anyone in particular.
I'll be out blast and try to.
You can't. These are huge.
I will force cage as many people as I can to protect us.
Do like one.
Yeah.
What standard Empire troop how much HP would they have?
You running Paris as well?
I mean, to be fair, Divine Word
Yeah.
might be a
The
bit.
city takes a few hits. There are a few casualties, a few injured soldiers, but nothing major today. No major losses. Most of the fighting are still capable of fighting.
I'm going to be too far away to use any of my stuff on anyone else.
You guys can't really interact with each other during the fight. Unless
But
you're
we
like
can
form.
communicate. We can set up a
Yeah,
telepathic hub.
you have to
Yeah.
have that. Yeah, but you can't like, oh, I'm gonna cast aid or counter spell or whatever. We're going to be too far away. Unless you form one big unit, then.
And right before go time, I'm going to regularly inspire motors.
Right before go time, when Motus is casting aid on it. Well, so my
Yeah.
temp HP
We'll
only
say that
left.
we're now basically in the day of the thing with the armies approaching.
Roll that TD10.
On the
Yes.
sky, say the 25th of New Dawn.
This is for the Heroes Feast. So Oz, Harris,
So
and
I'll
Click.
add this hit points to your units, not to you guys.
It's Heroes Feast.
Yeah, just mechanically, otherwise it has no effect.
Oh.
Because you have your own hit points.
Oh,
You are
Does-
commanding a unit.
Does that count for our aid as well then?
Aid will go to your unit, so any hit point increase you get will add to your unit card.
Okay.
So that was 25 from aid.
only +4 from
Oh, no.
Heroes Feast.
So basically no 30 hit points.
So plus
to
29.
your units.
So
I will basically give you all this information in a minute.
will I then get the benefit of the amulet of health, I imagine?
No, so that no. It's just any extra hit points you guys will get. I'm going to give it to you in June, so it has no effect. It's just
Yeah.
Right.
but I give so certain abilities as well. They'll work differently, but
Let's see how good people's days are going to be. That's a day for it.
Good day.
So I've got there a 20, an 8, and a 2.
Nice.
Mm.
I did like the rainbow swap that and taking the tone, because if it comes to it, I can drop Divine Word on anyone who's running at me.
I've also got Divine Word
And,
prepared. But I've also got Firestorm prepared. And Dawn.
Get to the day of. You'll wake up first thing. The Grand General assembles all the fighting troops too near the gate. You all reunite with your four task forces, or your unit. All of you have normal standard unit. Cliff is going to take a unit of archers, so we can keep it range. Did you want a unit of archers as well?
Yes, please.
So Selban and Cliff both have archers.
I'm also gonna attune to some of the items we have, like
Yeah,
we've
yeah, fine.
recently got.
Yeah.
Like, if people are okay, I want to take some of the staffs because they're like long distance
Yeah,
stats.
you're just gonna need to some sellotape,
Huh?
like sellotape them together.
Well, yeah. I'll just pick them up and use them.
Yeah, no, I just like the idea though that you've got like 5 staffs taped together, and then you're like, oh, I need the lightning bolt. It's just one of them comes out. It's like a Gatling gun.
It's made one of those like multiple pen things, just clicks the thing, the staff pops at the bottom.
Actually.
Did we find a staff of striking or not?
Yes.
Got a staff of fire, staff of fire, staff of frost.
It's the one of frost is the one. I'll add that to my character sheet. Plus, it's gonna be
You know
such
what I
a
can do?
weird equipment thing for me.
Cast summon Celestial.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, I'll prepare summon Celestial for the day. And then
Staff of strike.
when the battle starts, cast that. He's up for an hour as long as I'm concentrating.
Okay, I've got the frost, fire, and
Come back.
thunder and lightning, and I'm betting full stuff.
Just bear in mind these are temporary rules that I've not finalised yet, so
That's fine.
next time we see them might be different.
Who did you give that
You
barrel of
play.
napalm to?
It's,
Both
there's
actually
4
play.
free to go.
Yeah, I might change
There's
things
4
from
free to
combat,
go.
right,
Let's
yeah.
hear. I want to hear the rules first on how this works before
So-
if I want to see if I want to take a barrel of napalm.
That makes sense.
How this works is, each of you are a commander of a unit. You can command your units in combat to basically move, attack, whatever. Each unit breaks down into several kind of different categories. You've got your HP, the unit, your defenses, which is basically the AC, the attack bonus and the attack range, the group's morale, and the damage output. So you don't roll for damage, you just deal a X amount of damage. The units deal that much damage. They have to roll for hit, and basically it's a case of like, oh, they can get through and deal this much damage. Defense is equivalent to the AC. They also have a damage or attack range. So which is basically how many squares you can attack from. Most of your units have a range of ones. They could basically have to be in like 5 feet essentially.
Yeah.
Whereas the archers have a range of 5 to 5 squares. You also have a morale score, and you'll have to make morale checks during the fight to see if they've still got morale to continue the fight. If their morale drops to 0, they scatter, and that unit is basically destroyed. If a unit loses all its health, it's destroyed. That is it in terms of that. Movement, each one will move 5 squares per basically 10. You can dash as well. You also take the brace action, which basically means for a turn they brace and they have resistance to all damage for that round.
My troop are gonna have resistance to damage.
Oh, you mentioned it, yeah.
Man would have resistance
Magic.
to magic.
Same, yeah.
Would they get the benefits from
No.
It'd be like a bell.
You guys can use your class abilities to assist and basically flavour it however you're doing it. Any spellcasters get basically 1 free spell per combat round, because each round lasts for 10 minutes.
Okay.
So every round is 10 minutes.
That was going to be my question, because I'm going to cast at the start of the battle some Celestial to...
So you get 10 minutes off each round. Concentration spells, etc., they all have the same duration.
Yeah.
And any spellcaster gets basically casting 1 free spell per turn. And you get
Still use spell slots?
Still use spell slots,
Yeah,
same
yeah.
as normal. And then on your turn as well, you can use your abilities and stuff.
Mm.
Directly before everything kicks off, Karen would be doing Crusader's Mantle.
And I cast Mirror
I'm
Image.
actually not going to.
It's not super effective.
Mirror image only...
It's in on you.
Oh.
And it
Think
only
of
lasts a
AoE.
minute, doesn't it?
Think, yeah.
Wait, if it duration is
No.
What was the duration of the spell? How long is the spell duration?
it's a minute.
Sorry,
You
but-
said everything lasts the same.
No, so the rounds last 10 minutes. Not everything lasts the same.
No.
So the spell
it-
durations
it's
are the
best-
same spell durations, but each round is 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
So the best way of thinking about that, often if you've got anything that will AoE,
Yeah.
so it's like
Mm.
yes, you can't do mirror image, but you could do like say major image
Wave.
How,
or destructive wave.
how many people are in our groups?
I'm not going to give a number.
Just that I can give like 20 people visibility.
Your whole unit can be invisible, so. So I'm going to quickly send you.
Not greater visibility.
it's not
See, the
invisible.
thing is, Adam is sat between two people that sometimes terrify him.
I've sent you your archers. That's
Am I
your
wrong?
unit card.
Thank you. Is it on Discord?
It'll be a discard, yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Your HP, defense, your attack bonus, your range, your morale, and your damage output. I'm going to put this in the group chat for everyone else as well.
I can finally use the cold lightning.
How many do you get reactions?
So you get attack opportunities. If you have any ability reactions for you guys, you can use them.
Good. Okay, good. Right, in that case.
I have some fireball scrolls.
Mm-hmm.
Who wants a free fireball?
I'm taking a staff, a fireball, so I should be good.
I'm pretty good with magic.
I'm facing the main army, so I don't need anything that can get me.
Well, you're all facing the main army.
I know, but I'm at the gate.
You're all at the gate.
Yeah.
You're all coming from the gate.
So fireball,
Yeah, I'll take fireball.
you can have a fireball.
I'll have a fireball, yeah.
Can I keep hold of the meteor swarm?
Yeah.
Because I feel like if that's timed right.
Mm. So if I wanted to... So I could...
No,
So,
I'm not using it, I'm just
For each round we can cast one spell
any
and take an
spell.
action.
Unless your action is a spell. Unless you want to be like, I'm going to cast
Tenth level?
Guiding Bolt this turn.
Right, okay.
So one free spell and one action spell?
No, so if your action, if you as a... No, that doesn't work. I'm going to say you guys act alone on your thing. That's a difficult question.
I think the best way to do it is.
I'm going to say your unit takes an action which you command, you also get an action as well. But remember, you're in basically.
Right,
You
okay.
want to attack as well. If you want to attack, I give your attack a bonus. You want to do a spell, if you want to heal, I'll heal a whole unit.
Mm. Okay.
So the unit gets to do something we get to do.
That's
Again,
how I'm understanding
This
it.
might change.
That's fine.
But we'll see how it goes. So let me just quickly.
Yeah,
Uh,
just heal yourself. So that one.
So I couldn't like throw a barrel of napalm and then the same round cast fireball to set it on fire.
Get a free spell.
No, because the free
No,
spell
because that would be
takes
your
an
action.
Yeah.
Your action would be to throw it. You have to basically have your units attack it, set it off, or they have to throw it, which would be their action, and you cast a spell.
Yeah.
That is your soldiers.
Okay.
And we will improvise and adapt as we need to.
Yeah.
Is there any last minute preparations you guys want to take?
I can't believe I might actually de-attune my wind boots. I might not be able to fly.
It might not be worth it.
I do. Okay, I have that. I have the freaking broom in my inventory.
I have discovered something which
Oh,
I
it
think
was
is pretty cool. I can now add a +6 with a reaction to my AC.
Nice.
So if you start Phantom Duelist, it get 5.
Yeah.
And then dual wielding, I get another 1.
So you can.
So,
So it's less. You can still do a +5 as a reaction. You just get a permanent +1.
How,
Yes.
Matt? How long a
Very
time
handy.
gap will it be
Next
between
level, you
us
can
being
deflect from
together
-6 to 6.
to the battle starting?
What do you mean?
that's really
Like, so so how close are we going to be to each other when the battle starts?
Pretty close. I mean, you guys can be right next to each other.
In the 30? Okay, that's fine. Because I was going to say, my temporary HP bonus I can give everyone lasts for an hour, so that's 6 rounds. But it's to people within 60 feet of 30 feet
Yeah,
of me.
but the way Matt's doing mass combat, you kind of have to suspend those rules. So it's like,
Yeah.
we get those temporary hit points on our unit's HP.
I'm equipped to 4 staffs now. Attuned to 4 staffs in a Holy Avenger.
You're
Zap,
mad.
zap, 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 zap. Stop.
Does our unit go from our AC or have they got their own?
They've
Got their own.
The defences is there.
Like mine's just been sent over.
Can we
to me,
add
which
to
is,
their AC?
like,
Yes, you give them items.
Which is this?
Magic items will add like a +1 or something. Basically.
So
No, I mean like
all of the ones that I've sent out.
Like for example, could like if I cast shield in reaction to our unit being attacked, that's not going to help us.
I think it's alright. What's that? What's that?
So if I cast a reaction spell of shield, that's not going to bump up the unit's AC.
Yeah, I'd give it a little bit of a bump. What about Shield of Faith?
That's for my next.
Temporarily, yeah.
Defensive duelist. Nip round and help everyone.
You can do that as an action.
Yeah.
I use that effect, but that would be your action. That
Right.
It's good if you need some defense.
I was gonna say that adding a plus
Oh.
to
Yeah.
and inspire 1, inspire unit. Like, how does stuff like that work?
So you just inspire the units.
Right, lovely. And then
I mean,
Healing word
it's gonna be fucking fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mirror image wouldn't work.
No, I think it's too many.
Yeah. Polymorphous unit wouldn't
I
either.
I know you want.
Yeah. Or
Because my unit pretty
Oh,
much
yeah, it's best to do it yourself.
kind of a war asset that level.
Yeah.
Because you're just gonna be standing in a field with like freezer, just waiting for someone to attack me.
You going after the big guy. Strike unit.
So,
This is fun.
So morale of 3, what does that mean?
you have 3 morale.
3 morale.
If you fairly save, you lose morale. If you
Right.
get to 0, the unit flees.
Right, okay.
What happens when our unit flees?
Basically, they're out of combat. You lose a unit.
Or with the
Do we die?
You guys probably get the fuck out of Dodge.
We can't do much. We could maybe join another unit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
I
could.
mean, I can tell
Yeah,
you
go
to
drag
drag
it.
up.
Yeah.
You could.
But the thing
And
is,
someone
we're
else could,
kind of
'cause
on a
we've
really
got that
big
potion.
scale.
Who
Got that potion.
Be Kara's got it.
Yeah, I think that makes the most sense.
Just go and eat.
It's been a great journal for time.
You know, it's like to be a true dragon.
What husband gave that to the dragons?
Is that how big the city is?
No,
It's
Never
like-
tell youth.
not like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it a
Only
more.
like an hour though.
It's not the scale.
I was gonna say, no, I'm just thinking like,
Not a lot.
is that how big it is on our map?
Yeah. It's like, yeah, I see it a mark of where the city is. It's not going to be.
Oh, so that's not. I was just thinking that's gonna be hard to actually move around if that's our.
Oh, no,
scale.
that's not the city. That's just a point where the city is. So that is the representation of the
So
city.
evil.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's.
You're not in the city. The combat. The city is out. The combat is outside. The city.
Oh, thank you so much.
Matt, just for theme, I'll even like spend the fucking charge to do it.
Mhm.
But when I do go to the fleet, could I set my law that any thunder damage or it like originating from it is maximized to really fuck them?
Oh
No.
no! You can't do 260 damage.
I want to say yes, but that's going to be exploited. So that's too much. Am I saying yes? So no.
Then I have to roll that on everything. When I'm back,
Okay,
all
so
my
many
damage.
I just want it for the flavour. I didn't even want to do it again. I just want to really make sure that they're fucked.
We do it as a one-time thing.
Yeah.
Sure. Never do it again though.
Never do it again. I don't care. I just want this fleet
What
gone.
are you gonna try to do?
Maximize the thunder damage.
Oh, okay.
I literally just want this fleet to fuck off. I'm gonna have a Jean Grey moment. It's great. It's gonna be like fucking Magneto when he burned Houseless to the ground.
This is 26 d10.
And it does extra against damage, right?
Double.
Is there any form of stealth in this?
Not really. You can try and be sneaky.
Okay, so all of my archers have +10 to their stealth because of Force of Archeries. And at some point we're going to be invisible. Maybe not at the beginning. I'll use it at a tactical point.
You and I are just going to be nipping around the battlefield without you.
Well, I have basically a one use. I feel like turn invisible and then shoot to really position well. It would be useful for us.
So. We all ready? Yeah.
Yes.
Is there anything anyone would like to say or do just before this begins?
Make sure we're mind linked.
Has everyone got all their buffs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess Harris does
We
it and all
have
this stuff.
Heroes Feast. We've got Harris' thing.
Have our HPs been? Is the HP you sent me being buffed?
No, add the buff to that.
Yeah.
Okay, so how much HP did we?
29.
So my archers have 129 HP.
What about temporary HP?
Have you got
Or is that only on those?
That's on you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
You said he said
For an
he-
hour, we will all have an
Then you
extra
face
32 temp HP.
Yeah. Could be good if somebody ends up losing out.
And you have your unit has another 7 on top of that with the basic instrument.
Temporary HP doesn't stack.
Oh wait, did you say 32?
32 temp HP to all of us for an hour, which
Yeah, that's
I suppose
Oh,
we
for us.
say when the battle starts or
Oh,
something.
plus.
Yeah, I'll allow it for the first dance.
I'm
I mean-
not going to summon those constructs in the end. I can't be asked. This is the reason why I don't play summoners.
so close.
Oh, he's so close.
What?
295 HP.
Oh.
I mean, I've got the max HP modifier noted down on my HP. I'm now at 200.
And that was 32. I'm at over 200 now.
33.
Did you get those items I sent across? Did you?
Yes, but we're sorry.
Lovely, thank you.
I have 280.
So. They're up their AC by 1, and then they can have a +1 to their morale saves.
What's this?
It's just 80.
Oh.
And they can have a +1 to their movement.
Where's the movement? It doesn't have a
Oh, sorry, everyone's got a 5 movement, so I didn't add the shit. My mistake.
So +1 to their movement.
Yes, yes, yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
This is why I collect all those magic items.
Defenses for me, because I can make them have resistance.
Yeah.
So what am I adding?
One sec, sorry. So they can have. What resistance do you have?
I have the full weapon damage and fire, radiant and thunder, as well as being immune to being blinded, deaf, and disease.
So the blind, deaf, and disease would only affect you.
Yeah,
They
like, it's
all
not gonna
just-
be. It's not gonna be big in this, but it's the weapon damage that's gonna be big.
Is that just on you, weapon damage, or is it from the law?
I'm doing it like my auto when this kicks off because I can change.
So
it
yeah,
to
your
action.
unit would have those resistances.
My unit's gonna have those resistances.
Yeah.
And you got an army to kill.
Yeah.
Look at his face.
Sorry.
They don't have any form of saving throw.
They don't for the time being, but something I'm going to work on.
If it becomes relevant.
Yeah.
From my aura, mine have got resistance to magic and immune to frightened.
I'll give them a save on their morale bonuses then.
Mine
That's
are.
But you can add one to your morale, or I'll give them advantage on their morale checks.
Mine have advantage against spells and magical effects.
So any spell might affect the target by will get advantage on.
So yeah.
Well, that just from you.
It's my aura. I
Your
have
aura.
I have an aura.
Any auras carry over.
When everything kicks off, they'll have Crusader's Mantle for extra damage as well.
Yeah. So I have that. How does that last for?
It's a minute.
Do they get my freedom of movement from any of my coin benefits? For a difficult terrain?
I would say if you use your action to cast it, and then the unit, they'll have it for that one lot of effects, like unit. So yes, sir.
Sorry, I thought you were. Would I get the freedom of movement benefit that I get from my coin? Or any of those? Would any of those at all carry over? It's okay if they don't.
I would say not right now, but we can think of something for the future for that.
Okay.
I like the idea of that being like you being able to guide people a bit more. But yeah, I think for this fight, there's no difficult terrain in this fight as of its start. It would have an effect anyway.
Is this your test for the big?
This is basically a
war?
test for something that kind of come up again in the future.
Yeah, and the big war thing.
Yeah, it's gonna be a few in the future.
What should I add for the resistances to my soldiers? So
Yeah,
for this
I've got
one?
5 left.
Just all your resistances.
Oh, no, I said they just resist weapon damage.
2.
Yeah, can you roll a d20 for me?
Everyone.
Do we have gift
Plus
of
5 from my aura as well.
It doesn't affect this. It's just initiative. Yeah, sorry.
My aura gives everyone plus 5 as well.
The same.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll I'll work on a saving throw roll for things.
Nice. Still better than me.
Plus 5, did you say?
On my saving throws and things.
Yeah, but not
But not for this, right?
What check is this, Matt?
This is just straight to 20 roll. There's going to be your initiative.
Okay. Can we do stuff to change this? If we
Do you have any abilities that give you initiative bonuses or anything?
I
I
do.
roll at advantage for initiative.
You can roll advantage of your unit.
Okay.
I add the D10.
You know, D10's yours.
Oh, okay.
Oh, thank God for that.
I'm going that's
I went
my
from 5 to 20.
So, one group inspiration. I'll use that up.
And someone has to go last. It's going to be me. I rolled 5.
Yeah, you're probably going last.
Nice.
Like always, I think I'm first.
We don't add our initiative to
No,
the
it's just flat D20. Probably all the same for both of them.
I think I'm first.
Oh, you got that from your sword, yeah.
Edda,
5.
Motus,
Altogether 17 plus 6. 23.
Carol,
Not bad on a D20 roll.
18.
Selma,
20.
nice. Iggy,
Very lucky.
50.
you would add your heart proficiency. Your expertise. Jack of all trades.
You don't add your proficiency. It's just straight.
I know I have to add half your proficiency because the ability gives you half to your initiative, so it's initiative bonus. So add half.
Is that not added into this?
You're not rolling. You're
on
not rolling
initiative.
on normal initiative. You're rolling a d20, flat d20 plus half your proficiency for you.
So,
I'm very sorry.
So-
That's a 6.
6.
plus,
Yeah.
did you add the plus 2?
That starts with.
6.
I rolled a 3.
Oh. Just trying
So
to.
called cause Jack of all trades adds to initiative. I'll say adds because of initiative ability to this kind of roll.
Yeah, that's like why I rolled it.
Oh no, wait. 5.
Right.
5, not 6.
Next one.
Right. The Grand General gets a bonus because he is leading them. It's terrible. I forget advantage, because she is.
Does Karos get advantage because he's Captain Fat 9?
No, but Carol just get an advantage. You also get a plus. Your morale goes up by 2 again, and you get an extra plus 1 and a plus 2 bonus to your morale because you are Captain Carol. Captain Van Hand.
I don't know how I lost that then.
So plus 2 to your morale, and you get plus 2 bonus to morale saves as well as what you've already got.
I'm curious. What are the stats of your things? I've got a different thing to you.
So HP with obviously thing is 129.
Yeah.
Defense of 12. Attack bonus is +5. Morale for -6. I have advantage on save of an extra +2. And damage is 15.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm curious. I'll go next. Just before we start. Yeah, guys, we're going to play after half. I just want to give it a quick test.
Yeah.
So I'm just
To
thinking.
be fair, I have to fund the Clark Gold, like Gold Line
Mouse
first.
cage. Could do that in an emergency as a bunker. It lasts an hour. That's a long, short rest.
Yeah.
So if the war's
Yeah,
going to be like 10 hours, and my
Yeah,
units
then-
are
It might not be.
Yeah, but each round's 10 minutes. You're in there for 6 rounds and not doing
You'll be
anything.
out of. I suppose you'll be out of the fight.
And it's people who can fight who aren't.
hang on, because I was thinking if it's literally last legs who are about to die, sit here, triage, heal up.
Yeah, but their entire army will just be sat around waiting for that to drop.
I think what Becca's saying is if their unit is on 1 HP, it might be useful for them to be able to heal and then come back at some point.
Because
Yeah,
otherwise
they
that's
might.
the unit destroyed.
Yeah, but there might be anything to come back to.
There might not, but it might be the best thing that they can do.
Sorry, we'll have to work up all these numbers.
Don't worry, I am excited to see how this happens, to see what goes here.
Because then
And of
that's-
course, we all have young dragon with us as well.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the young dragon with
We
us.
all, I forgot
Yeah.
about that, Matt.
I forgot
Yeah,
all this.
right.
I thought something-
Because we had 7 spare,
Oh, that's nice.
so 6 of us and the Grand General.
Yeah, I knew,
Oh, no,
I knew
but-
we had some spare, but I didn't realise we had that many. Because if you think of it this way, your unit goes down, you leave the battlefield entirely. But if you can be out for 6 rounds rather than permanently, it's a emergency button.
There was a difference in thinking and an approach. So, yeah. Caro, do you have any advice for marching into war?
Just march towards the enemy.
I will march my archers towards the enemy. I am trying to be jovial. I am sorry.
It's war, there's nothing funny about it.
Oh, I try to make humour when I am greatly stressed. I'm fucking terrified, Caro.
The beach are ready then. If you go into war and you're not scared, then you're just stupid.
That tracks. I don't think I am stupid.
I agree with that. I mean, with the sentiment, I don't know if I can't read your mind.
Aren't we literally talking telepathically right now, though?
Yeah.
Someone feels like I want to say something about semantics. So, has anyone else fought in a really big war before?
All the soldiers will look at you.
No, this is this is telepathically to the party.
Sort of.
We fought in the battle, so that was about it.
Piece of shit.
That doesn't work with this age of technology. I'm sorry.
Because of maintenance.
We
Did it work?
also
I think the Indian bill's just fucked.
Yeah,
It's
it's
been-
been
it's
really
been
struggling
really
for me today.
we also had to deal with a bunch of orcs, but it wasn't on this scale.
Oh, and you know that whole elephant thing.
Yeah.
But they weren't.
I suppose those are part of wars. Was the orcs when I first met you?
No,
Different orcs.
different orcs.
So many orcs.
That was my first fight.
Oh my goodness. I'm resistant to cold and fire and disease now.
Yeah.
With cold and fire because of the staffs.
Yep.
Not that I did much fighting that day.
What do you mean?
Oh, what?
Oh, I met these guys. They were helping out a village.
You've named
I
your
was in the
dragon.
back of the car.
But Adam has better cars like
A bit different to how you are now, yes?
That is
Yeah.
did we get a bonus?
No
for
cards to
dragons?
hide in today.
Use it
Bear
as a
with.
Sorry.
No more running.
Carol has it. Adam has named the dragon. That's on it. Bernard.
Is he going to get shrunk into a tiny little dehydrated cube? Not seen Megamind.
Oh.
Years ago.
So the awkward person who works in the place where the giant statue is, and
Yeah.
Megamind destroys it. He saves Bernard by cubing him, and then drives him into the room.
Young red dragons have 170 hit points apparently.
Yeah, they did.
That's more than my unit.
More like it.
Are we running them as a separate entity, or are they army staff?
I think Matt's going to work that out right now,
Mm.
which is why I'm thoroughly confusing the GM.
That is a good point. They do have
I just
by a
like,
factor of about a third.
Because it's a moment to himself, so he's going to be silly.
And it's got 3 attacks and fire breath and very, very cool.
Yeah, it's literally what's going to happen. It's going to be amazing. The visual in my head's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm going to fuck off the water though.
I don't usually look up stats in game because I don't want to like
Yeah, I was just
spoil myself. But
curious
If you
because
roll
that's
the
what
end
bonus is
soldiers-
now.
I was saying, but for
I mean,
this, it feels like
Right.
I kind of have control of this unit. Maybe I should.
Well, it's like when we did SEAL Teams for
What
last
do you
year and we
think?
had the...
Yeah.
So, the dragons will leave out the combat for now.
Okay.
I don't have an idea how to make them work.
They haven't arrived yet.
And right, well, not that. There's also, let's say, they're doing something. I'll work out how they're gonna work.
Okay.
Next time. But for right now, this is what we have. You all gather. Excuse me, outside of or by the gates. Is there anything anyone wants to say or do before this begins?
Is the general going to give a speech to inspire the
He gives like a rallying speech.
would it have a mechanical effect?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, and I'm not bothered.
Let's do
Not
this.
particularly. No, I don't have anything I'm doing just for.
I'll see you all on the other side.
Maybe.
And I.
Tell Diep to listen to measures.
Yeah.
You have to be very specific in your wording.
I hope you remember what that looks like and share it with us later. It's gonna be so cool.
It's going to be from my perspective, but yeah. I'm pretty sure the people in Gold Landing will know what's happened.
Oh, do you want to be invisible when you do it?
No.
Okay.
Why would I want to be invisible and do it? Yeah, it's going to be bad. It's going to be some anime level shit.
So they've all read. Motus, everyone is ready. The Grand General gives the nod. I'm going to make the roll for the army and see if they arrive in time. I'm going to say it's a lower DC. Okay. What'd you say?
I've got a piece from Gold Landing because I
Yeah.
asked for it.
You got something, you picked it up.
We need to be about, what was the radius? So it's going to be like 9.5 miles. 9.5 miles outside on the ocean of Gold Landing. And then ask him, ask the to teleport me there. But
Yeah. Vanishes.
yeah, like with me.
If you, yeah. You guys teleport. You see now the Grand General kind of stands ready to go, wearing a kind of regal set of armour, but his broadsword in his hand. He has a shield, but he kind of can't really hold it very well because he's injured his arm. But it's this kind of shield with the crest of Badenheim embroidered onto it. Very fancy, very well crafted round shield. Kind of hold it loosely. This needs to be. Caro, just take this for me. It's a magical item. It is the Shield of Badenheim, which I will add to a character sheet at a later date. But it does give you a +1 to your AC. It's a magical +1 shield, and it has some other benefits, which I'll decide. But you do have the Shield of Badenheim. He needs someone to carry it. He can't. His arm's too weak to wield. He has to kind of two-hand his sword at the minute. So you will hand over. And this is like, as like the Shield of Badenheim is passed on to Caro. No.
Nope, I do have one word left to say. actually.
Yeah.
Before we go into the fight. Sorry, you're on the point. Let me.
I just sent you a message, Matt.
Into flames for the first time in a very, very long time.
Well done. Well caught. Motionless.
You'll be fine.
You appear in good landing. You see a bit of rubble. You see soldiers loading up supplies. Several huge ships in the harbour. You do see one, this very regal-looking ship, just pulling away out to sea. Probably going to be out of your range, unfortunately, by the time you get over the ocean. But it does look like it's flying the royal banner.
So I'm gonna. No, I don't. It's fucking off. It can survive.
It can fuck off to the bottom of the ocean, can it?
Yeah, but I might miss some people inland and then they have boats to escape. This one's fucking off. Like, for most of it is, these are the ships that are going to get them out. I don't care about some fucking royalty from across the ocean. So I'm going to make sure that I'm fucking dead center in the middle of it.
No, you
I'm going to
fly
fly using the fly spell.
Yeah.
I'm going to put the F and be like, sorry buddy.
goes into the bag.
And I'm just going to draw all of that like storm energy from it, like literally fucking Thor moment, and then just condense it between both hands.
You watch kind of dark clouds and like crackling.
This is after the
Yeah.
this is after the 5 minutes for.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's all
I forgot to
fine.
mention the
Fine.
the actual pilot just start flying away. They are aiming. He just jumps off. You see him falling back down slowly. Kind of falls a bit slowly. Like, oh shit! And it's like he's still in range to be hit. Like, fall quicker. But you been
Yeah.
drawing in energy, black kind of grey cloud crackling around your
The
hands.
like the armor I'm wearing is going to glow to amplify it.
Yeah.
And then just looks around.
You see
Do I
dark and storm clouds appearing.
Do I see anyone make eye contact?
Yeah, you do see people kind of what's going on and look, and some people are pointing towards you. Someone kind of draws a bow. It's not like nothing.
Yeah, I'm just going to look
10
at them.
miles
and be-
away? They can
No,
see it?
No, yeah, he's like flying in the air.
Yeah.
She's in the between the ocean and the city. She was like in the
Yeah.
middle of the harbour.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
and then I'm just going to look at that person and be like, sorry, I meant to.
You go boom, and then DF immediately teleports you away.
Yeah.
So you just see this wave of energy crash out. A few buildings get taken with. You don't hear anything.
No, I'll hear that in 10 minutes.
Yeah, you see a bunch of buildings get kind of crumbled. People fly away. This kind of makes this mini tsunami. A kind of rides or boats topple over, and you vanish. As you watch bits of dark kind of break apart, fly across, and then you reappear. And you're like, right, here we go.
When it's done,
Blow the horn.
blow them on.
Boom.
Got it.
Flames appear in the sky as several dragons fly out in different areas and immediately begin. And you see the trebuchets are kind of aiming, they're loaded, and people are like, what in there? And you see dragons start attacking, almost immediately destroying the trebuchets. And that's the moment when the Grand General says the final, for Vadnheim! And the door swings open, like shield high in the air, and he begins charging out.
Yeah.
Units here begin charging towards you, and then you hear echo around all of Vadnheim.
You just get a nod.
Yeah, I did that.
You watch as you see units here start kind of pulling towards you guys. We hear a horn call as over the hill rides the army of Vadnheim.
Well timed.
And they got a 19 on the roll. They kind of begin separating, forming several lines. 4 units, basically 4 huge armies begin to appear. Fixida focuses on the army in this general direction over here, so she will basically deal with one army. The Vadnheim army is going to come in and deal with these, but for now you're focused on just these ones here.
And the dragons, after destroying the trebuchets, they harass
I'm
them.
going to say it's not going to be no combat. They're going to just be aiding where
Yeah.
they're needed. And you guys, if we need one, we'll prefer them.
I rolled it, by the way, and I got above it.
Yeah, 20% chance.
Yeah.
Easy enough.
What was that?
Yeah,
Just to make sure it doesn't shatter.
Oh,
So if
okay.
you use
The
the
item
storm
complete
there's
balls.
a chance that basically it destroys its housing unit and the energy is released.
Yeah.
But to evolve it, the sea or the battle begins. I have
Literally just like a cocoon, like Adam Warlock, just pulling in energy and then just.
I don't. So
And to be fair, there was that thunder wave was 10 miles. Just because they were slightly fucking out of it does not mean that the water that is going to be displaced is going to fuck them.
But the battle begins. The first unit to act is Motus. Your unit goes first.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is my action is if I use a resource, basically it just affects the group, right?
Depending on the resource, yeah.
Fly.
So it's a single target, it would just affect you.
Okay. I'm just making sure. But Moses is a bit of a psychopath, so he's just gonna fucking charge the front of it.
On the minion.
It was somewhere.
Yeah.
But he is literally going to, like, where like the fire lances come in, he's gonna hit that hinge point.
Yeah. So you get 5 basically movement squares.
So can you take from where you had me? Do 2, from there. Can you go 2 to the right?
On the right. You're right, am I right?
And my right, and then 1 forward.
Yeah.
And then what I'm gonna do is set up my Spirit Guardians as my action.
Yeah.
So it's just a 15-foot wall of death.
Lovely.
And have them attack.
So you can attack units 1, 6, and 11 from where your position is.
I'm attacking that hinge to the one directly.
Yeah, number 6, go for it. Make a attack roll for me. So it's just a straight to 20 plus 6, I believe it is for these guys.
Do I get any bonuses for the Spirit Guardians?
It'll do a bit extra damage.
Okay.
I will say it does an extra d8 damage. So roll a d8 and we'll add that to the damage they do.
Okay. Pretty good.
That hits.
24.
That hits. So you then deal 15 points of damage.
I deal 15 points of damage and then a
Plus
d8. 5. So 20.
20 damage.
That was their action.
Yeah.
Could I basically get into the melee of it?
You're already in the melee.
Yeah. So, like, in my turn, if I wanted to attack.
So how when you attack, you just basically you would add your normal weapon attack bonus to the damage. Well, you cast Spirit Guardians, didn't you?
Yeah.
That was your.
Yeah, but that I'm wondering if for next time. I'm pretty
No,
sure
that's, yeah. I'll add also for roll for when you guys are in it to do extra damage.
Yeah.
But we'll say just now you do off.
That's my turn.
All right.
Here's our done.
Oh, sorry about that. Sorry. Selband unit, you're up.
Yeah, so how far are these squares?
So- So what do you mean? What for?
Because I have a range on my, so my range is 5, so is that?
So yeah,
like
it's
5
squares.
Yeah,
You get
but
5 squares.
so also if I wanted to cast a spell,
You don't have to be close. You have to be within like 5 a square normally to be within like spell casting range. For
okay,
a
so
spell
if it
attack.
was like, if I want to cast a spell with like 300 feet range,
Uh,
so this is what I'm just kind of getting my head around.
yeah, that's a tough one as well. What spell are you trying to cast? Just show
Well, I have spells like fireball and stuff like that, but
I'd
that's only
say-
150 feet.
I'd say you have to be within. You have like 1 square space for that, so you have to be
One square
like
space.
that.
Yeah, okay, I'll save them when people get a bit closer than me.
Just I'll also work out more rules for it.
That's fine. Yeah, because I'm basically equipped with the whole bunch. I've got like lightning bolt as well, which is like 200-foot line. So, 1.
Oh, so you can make it any way you want in this space.
Okay, 5, 10, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so I can shoot pretty much anyone.
Yeah.
So I'm going to shoot number 6
Unit 6, yeah.
with my unit, but Selban is also going to shoot them with his lightning launcher as well.
Go for it, yeah.
So I don't quite know how that will
So
work.
that'll be a roll for your unit attack, and then add the lightning launcher's damage on top of their damage output.
Yeah, okay.
Now I'll work a better way to do this in the future.
So 14 plus the unit's attack is plus 12, so 30?
Plus 12?
Wait, hang on, no.
Plus 6?
Wait, no. Oh, sorry, I was reading their defences. It says plus 6, so 20. There we go.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah, that hits.
That was really bad of me. And then they have a damage output 20,
20,
says. And then so I'll roll Selvan's lightning launcher.
Yep.
So I get to attack multiple times.
It's just
around.
1 attack.
Okay, so just 1 attack, so I'll do 2d6 and then the extra 1.
Have you got an
So
idea?
6,
No, I know what it is.
7, 8, 9, and only do that. Plus my int and the enchantment 9, 10, 11.
So it's just the base damage dice. For the time being.
Oh, so just the dice of the weapon?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's an extra 9.
9 damage. I'll work a better way for you
That's
guys
fine.
to do attacks and stuff.
It's not that it's wrong. I'm just trying to.
I'm trying because otherwise you guys can do probably in one
That's
attack
what I was
an
thinking.
entire unit's hit points if you get like a smite involved.
Yeah.
That's what.
So I'm going to basically for now, and I'll divide smite to be individual. I'm winging it for now a little bit, but I will come up with a better way to do it. But in that turn, and as unit 3's go. No, this unit.
How damaged does Unit 6 look?
It's got a few casualties, a few kind of, soldiers have sliced away at them, several arrows impacting some soldiers. They're looking probably as healthy as you guys right now.
Okay. So that was the same one that most attacked.
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
So I will say victory and defeat in this works. Your objective currently is just get rid of all these guys and defend them.
Oh, I know
Unit
exactly.
3, enemies begin approaching and they're going to basically swing and try and attack. The first unit we'll say that is the Grand General's unit. And these are the Vadenheim soldiers, which are the Empire soldiers, a bit more sturdy. It's an 11. They miss. They try and engage with the Grand General's forces, but they can't cut through. Why has my Google Drive decided now it wants to crash? There we go. All right. Unit 8's turn. They are here. So they basically flank along and come up towards where Motus' unit is. And they attack. That's a hit. So Motus, your unit takes 20 points of damage. So half of 10.
Yeah.
Alright, Carrot, it's your unit's turn.
Is that a fry?
Yeah. You want to go to?
Go for 10.
So you will take basically one opportunity attack from going past unit 3.
Actually, no, I'll go on to Unit 3 instead.
You can get behind them if I come from
Yeah.
back. Yeah. Easy. Basically your forces run out, get behind this unit and try to draw them away.
Yes, that counts as advantage on.
No, you're not flanking. There's no other unit option, yeah. Everyone else is kind of coming out of this area. Flank down the Grand General, yeah, you're flanking, get advantage.
18.
You get sorry?
18.
That hits.
So that is 15 damage, and I can add stuff. I've got Crusader's Mantle that activates on it as well.
Yeah, that's an extra d4 damage.
Have you done your weapon damage?
But I haven't.
And do the time, yeah.
And,
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Mass combat. It's different. Like, Carol smiting.
got 16.
16 next.
Still good
And then your
damage.
turn.
My 10 is Karen now? Or?
Oh no, you can Chris Mountain, yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be, yeah, that's it. Well, yeah, that's your 10 basically. Unit. Whose goes that unit? Oh, it's Catherine's unit now.
Oh, Catherine's got a unit.
She just gets there. She will go into a rage, so all her units deal a bit of extra damage. And she will have them recklessly attack. Well, they're not the guards now, but they do get advantage. And that's a hit.
Shit, I just imagine Catherine on the battlefield like, fuck defense!
They are 50, so they deal 20 damage to unit.
You've got two psychopaths on the fucking battlefield.
That's what we've got the Planar Allies as well.
Yeah, they're basically. I'm gonna have them as defending, so they get through. I give obviously a little bonus for defense. Okay, into Catherine's turn. Clicks unit, clicks archers.
What did Catherine do?
She here you're gonna basically flank and attack them through here.
Okay.
Clicks unit, stay within the city, and you're gonna basically make them all aim as a bonus action. No, heal aim as a bonus action. And tries to take a shot at them. Hits, and then his unit will fire at him as well. Also hits.
Can you do it one a day? So charge of another thunderclap.
I mean, you say that, but it's not horrible what I'm about to do. Might not be the best thing to do yet.
Oh my god, you turn yourself into like Black Panther at the end of the game.
And he basically fires his units at unit 8. Harris's turn. Harris's units will come up to here and attack unit 10. They miss, unfortunately.
Are they flanking?
No. Unit 7's turn comes down here.
Every square. Every square.
Will get behind, so they're flanking with Harris's unit. They hit Harris's unit.
I'm such an evil person.
Which unit is
Do
it?
Unit 7.
Unit
One
7.
unit.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Remember, our units have
What do you mean
129
you can
HP.
for me.
They're in my house. Get them out.
Okay.
Okay. Alrighty. That ends. That one's go. Unit 10's turn. They will attack Harris's unit. They hit. It's another 1 damage to Harris.
No. You push him into it.
Alright. Unit 5.
I told you.
Flanks around Motus' unit.
Yeah, no.
They miss.
Too scared.
Unit 4.
Oh wait, does Spirit Guardians do anything to them? That's all.
Which is extra damage.
Yeah.
They miss as well. Jesus Christ, okay. Unit
Too
2.
scared.
Where Harris' unit is. They attack. Oh, I can miss as well. Unit 12. Flanking Harris's unit there, boxing them in. That hits. How's your unit looking? A little bit weakened at the minute. Alright, unit 6 then attacks Motus. No flank of unit 5. That is a hit, so you take 20 points of damage, so half the 10.
Wait, which one was that?
This one, unit 6. Then unit 11. Where are they
The golden one?
at?
I like the
Where are strike at Motus' unit?
Turns out we're fighting all days.
Ooh, they miss. Unit 9. That's the Harris's unit. Miss. Grand General's unit, he will basically attack unit 3 with advantage from Carabin there. He does hit.
Surely he's got like a fucking giant
He
bone.
does a lot more damage. He does 40 damage to these
Ooh.
guys.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Like chill, dude. Don't even be that good at war.
Well, he's also using his action to basically empower the extra attacks. That's
Yeah.
Okay. He gets an extra bonus to the launch. That ends the Grand General's turn. Iggy, your unit's turn.
Can we pass through the general's space?
You can go through your allied spaces.
Okay, I want to try and save Harris's unit. So we're going to scooch around the battlefield.
Here you go.
1, 2.
Well, so you basically you can step onto any of these squares here without moving. You're out the gate, so you can just come on
Okay,
these squares.
I just want to be attacking this and maybe being in flanking
Which
for a
thing
good
can I do?
position.
You go there next to Carol.
Which
Yeah.
thing can I do? Medium swarm.
Okay.
Um,
Would these all be
I mean,
in
I
the
can
same
do medium
space?
swarm then.
So what do you mean? What for?
And get the
slow
last
or
bit of
hit
their
multi
troops with the
attack?
blender.
So you hit one unit with that.
One unit.
Yeah.
How
Okay.
long does slow last?
Minute.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. So it'll be basically one unit that's left for.
Yeah. What about destructive wave? Would that hit
That would hit one unit as well. Yeah.
not 12 as well?
No, just one. Because it's quite a big space.
Okay.
It's basically you doing a Black Panther and jumping into the back line and exploding.
I think that might be worth it, so I'm going to do that. So that's going to be 10d6. Do they make a con save?
They do make a save. I'm going to roll a d20 adding on to it. And that's a fail for them.
How unfortunate. 11, 14, 17, 20. 5. What did I say? 20?
20.
20, 32, 35, 40, 43.
43, nice.
3 damage to them. And then I think it makes sense for my. What were they? 20. I think it makes sense for my unit to take a swing at them.
Go for it.
So is that a d20 plus the bonus?
It is.
16?
That hits.
Uh,
Double check this thing. That hits, yeah.
so how do I do damage for them then?
So it's just see damage outputs the bottom. Just as
Oh, I didn't write that down, that's why.
It's 15.
It's a 15 too.
15, so they take 15 damage.
Okay.
You didn't increase the damage output for this one, did you?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Empire Unit 1's turn. They will also strike Motus's group. No advantage because they're flanking. That is a miss. That does end the first round.
You've missed me.
Sorry, Ed, on your turn.
Can I get to number 10? So number 12. Sorry, that I'm flanking with Harris.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you can there.
With Harris. I'm going to cast Summon Celestial at 6th level.
There's no crits, it's just.
So
Good.
how does that affect damage output? Because the Celestial goes on my turn.
I would just describe an arbitrary damage like if
Yeah, I'll just add their damage
So
to an attack roll.
okay. It makes 2 attacks per
Just to give it
turn.
one attack.
I'll do. I assume because one of the effects allows it to apply temporary HP. With that.
It can do one or the other. It can basically have to apply hit points to you guys or deal damage. So it can use
Well, the
one
10
hit
HP is when it hits with the mace. Because it's radiant mace. Your spell attack modifier to hit, 1 target hit, 1d10 plus 3 plus spell's level, radiant damage, and the Celestial can choose itself or another creature it can see within 10 feet of the target. Chooses the creature, the chosen
Yeah,
creature
it can apply that to the unit.
to the unit.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
For
Yeah, my Summon Celestial will do that.
There we go.
So roll to hit with it.
Yeah.
So this would be plus attack, spell attack modifier. Did I say? Your spell attack modifier. Plus 15. That would be a 26 to hit,
That hits.
and then it's shows how I've never used this spell before. So 1d10 plus 3 plus 6, so 1d10 plus 9. 11 radiant damage,
11 radiant.
and 1d10 temporary hit extra HP to the unit.
Yeah.
4, so my unit's on 133.
Nice.
And so that's my turn. Then my unit's going to attack.
Mhm.
Let me get that up. Nope, that's not one.
Oh, that misses.
Misses.
Does end the first round. I want to make a morale save for me.
Do
How do we do this?
So strictly 20,
and then the
and then
morale.
any morale bonuses you have, which carry on, has got morale bonuses for the time being.
With me being a paladin in my order, do I gain any bonuses?
Yeah, plus 1.
Okay.
Does that count with mine, or is it?
You can have that too as well, yeah.
Nice. So morale 3. That's not a bonus. That's
That's how much morale they have. That
That's-
goes to 0 if they.
right. Okay.
You get what you get.
Did you? I didn't understand when you said to add 1 to my morale. Was
So you
that
add
one?
plus 1 to your morale bonuses.
So I'm still on 3.
Still on 3, we get that plus 1 to the save, yeah.
It's currently 7.
As a fail. Oh, you need thing.
15.
As a pass. Is that bad?
I rolled a 4. I'm not sure what that means.
So you rolled a 4, that's your total. Any bonuses to add to that? You don't really have any.
Is it on the? Does the
No, so it's just a flat d20 unless you have a set bonus to add to it.
do we know what the pass rate is for
Nope.
this?
Not yet.
How much do I have? I have 5. I will take the fail ones.
Is that right? So you have down to 4.
Which makes a lot of sense to Starlanders, isn't it? That's good.
Karen?
So the round we got is just like the set score.
Yeah, so that you don't add that to it, that's just what they have.
It's like a health pool.
Yeah. 16.
That's a pass.
14.
That's a pass.
17.
That's a pass. Harris's was a 20, Garner's was passes, and Character's also passed. Alright, I think we'll leave that there for now.
Nice.
I will work it during the week and try and add some things to it.
Yeah.
Work out what the dragons do.
Look what the dragons do, and come up with ideas for your attacks and stuff just to make it.
And also how Meteor Swarm's going to work.
I'm just going to have you target. Each swarm will be 4 points each area.
Yeah, I know, but it does
Go right for it.
40 d6 damage.
Yeah.
It's got to fucking wipe out the unit.
Potentially. We will leave that there for today, and I will work on that during the week and see what we'll come up with. Thank you very much for watching. We hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time when we sit down rolling. Bye.
Bye.